they are.
Remain calm, please. All right, free for all.
All right, well, welcome to Inside BBI's first live reaction to a Giants game. I don't know if we'll be able to do it during the regular season because too much is at stake for us personally. But here we are, John McDevitt, along with senior editor, Big Blue Interactive, Mr. Eric Kennedy. Eric, here we are, game one of the preseason. And our preview show last night, we talked about a few things that kind of came to fruition about, hey, Russell Wilson's going to play. But now there's some people that we thought would play or not playing. So get everybody kind of caught up with what we might be looking at here.
Well, what the F? Evan Neal and Jaylin Hyatt, two of the two people. And for people who wonder why I keep looking off the side, the TV set up over
Same.
here. So
I'm over to the left.
I've got the Bills. Oh, there we are. So you see the game. So we're going to have the game here. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jaylin Hyatt and Evan Neal aren't going to play. And Evan Neal kind of had a heads up a little bit because he didn't go through the walkthrough on Thursday. We don't know what he has. And then Jaylin Hyatt was at the walkthrough and he's not playing. But the only reason he wouldn't be playing is if there's an injury. Did he get hurt on the plane? I mean, did he get hurt in the walkthrough? I mean, what the hell? So two of the guys, you agree, right? Two of the guys.
I don't even know what to
play
say
in this game.
It's again, you don't want to make too much of a preseason game, but for the guys who need it the most, the two names that we said need to play the most, we'll get to that in just a sec, need to play the most were Evan Neal, which we were kind of concerned because he actually was injured supposedly the other day, and then Jaylin Hyatt, who was not injured the other day. This dude, I mean, I don't know, man. Time is running out on him. Boy, if you start hearing the Giants talking to Gabe Davis next week, I'm telling you, this
well, look, I've been one of the biggest guys that said give Jaylin Hyatt time, right? You're out of time, Jaylin. Gabe Davis is on my roto dial or whatever. I'm calling him right now and saying, how's that injury doing? Because this is ridiculous.
We didn't show our age by saying roto dial.
I know. Whatever. I'm old as hell. Anyway.
So real quick, I'm going with the Radaburger Pilsner. It's a nice it's brewed with natural spring water. So there you go.
You don't hear the TV too loud, right? I don't want to.
I do not.
I got turned down low. If people in chat say you can hear my TV, then tell me to turn it down. But Jesus Christ! So who's playing wide receiver for us today?
Well, let's see, because
I don't like this kickoff here.
Yeah, we love we started off the way we always do.
Now, are we in sync? They're walking off the field off the kickoff. We're in sync, right?
I'm getting into the huddle right now.
Oh, so you're ahead of me.
I'll keep my reaction slightly behind. It's okay. It's fine. We don't know because everybody's a little different. We're in the huddle.
There's no Daniel Jones.
Hey, but Hudson is playing left tackle. So somebody mentioned earlier he wasn't. He is at left tackle.
Right. Yeah, no, he's playing. This is the starting offensive line. It could be the starting offensive line on opening day, depending on Andrew Thomas. So, all right. So they haven't snapped the ball yet. And now they're about to. Is that where you are?
We have snapped the ball.
You're ahead of me.
Yes. So I'll try to.
No, you can.
We'll send it to the flat. I believe it was to Tracy on the first one.
I just saw that. Yeah.
So we got different people are like, say someone else is like, he just kicked off for me. So we'll try to do this together, guys. It is going to be a little weird.
It is what it is. We're all different.
And we really want to do is talk about the things that actually happen. So it doesn't necessarily mean we're calling it as it's happening. So that's a good thing.
We're supposed to call out ridiculous posts in the game thread if we can. So maybe good posts in the game thread. Who knows?
So Runyon is on the field. So Hudson, Runyon are on the field. John Michael Schmitz is the center. I believe Stinney is the right guard, 64, and then Illuminor would be the right tackle.
Yeah, I see Runyon. Wait a minute.
I saw 64 a minute ago, so he's got to be the right guard.
You're ahead of me, so I'm still trying to catch up.
Well, I was doing it when he got off the pile, so I didn't see 83.
So I've got 3rd and 8 right now.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Hey, you have not seen the outcome of this play yet, right?
I'm seeing it right now, and it's going to be really. Oh, we got that's not good. I think they're going to call him down. I think Tyrone Tracy needs to learn to hold the ball, though. I do not want to see you put the ball on the ground, even if you were down. It looks like he's going to be a tad short. It was a shovel pass by Wilson.
He was down. Oh, they're going to say 4th down.
Yeah. I think his knee went down just beforehand. No, that's really darn close, though. Tracy has got to hold the ball. don't lessen this to say, well, he was down, because watch the play. It's pretty darn close, and he's got to hold it better than that. That's going to be a real problem for Dayball if it continues in the preseason.
It won't be that much of a problem. Scatterbo would be the starting running back at that point then.
And we did go for it on 4th down.
Oh, really?
Yep. I do think.
Oh, they got it.
Yeah.
All right.
So we're off and running. So
okay. I know it's a preseason game. It doesn't matter, but let's go. So, all right, Van Roten is out there because fucking Evan Neal can't stay healthy. I think Van Roten would be out there anyways. I guess I should watch the F-bombs. We don't know if youngins are listening to us. All right. Sorry, guys. This is new for me. I'm not used to being on camera and watching a Giants
game. Good. We're good. We're good. Look, so you've been sufficiently warned.
You've been.
One good thing that we just saw here on this play, I know you're probably just catching up a little bit, we talked about in-game action, right? We're not just practice. How much will Wilson go to the tight end? Theo Johnson on that pass play. So that's nice to see.
So it's all been short dink dunk so far in runs. And so far, I mean, it's because it's short passing. So far, the offensive line has held up pretty well. But again, it's short passing. I'd like to see something a little farther down the field. Oh, yeah, you're at me.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's good. In a way, you're sort of making me feel better.
You were telling me they held up, and I was like, God damn it, Eric. I saw Hudson starting to get beat around the corner.
Oh, there you go.
Wilson stepped into it.
That is Robinson.
Yeah, that's
good. Him throwing to Robinson.
And what else is that good about how far Robinson's down the field? He's not the 5-yard crossing pattern that we were so used to with Daniel Jones.
5-yard, try 2-yard or -1.
Line of scrimmage crossing pattern.
Oh, this is cool. All right. So we're matriculating the ball downfield.
Oh, nice.
I got yelled at in an email last week for using the word matriculating, saying it wasn't a word. I said with football. I said, have you seen Hank Stram? Whoa. Oh, okay.
That was good. I mean, it picked up positive.
That's the Montreal, Washington, right? 80.
I think so. I didn't get to see the number when he was coming around, so that's
I gotta pull up my depth chart here to get the numbers. I should have.
I would like it if Bellinger could have held that block just a tad longer. That might have been a bigger play. Nitpicking, but you know.
Yeah, it's Montreal, Washington.
We are seeing, though, like we talked about, right? The Giants are definitely doing things a little differently. We've got Bellinger, Johnson. They're out there playing now, so we're playing our starting.
We're doing what you thought, last night, and you said they might surprise us. Another short pass. So there's been a lot of short passing in this.
The Bills were offsides. So
I don't want to be on Twitter because I don't want to spoil it for me. So I just glanced at Twitter for a second.
So the Bills were offsides on that play. So I think the Giants are going to take the penalty and replay that down. I saw little Jordan Humphrey was on the field. So obviously our depth at wide receiver right now is minimal. I mean, you're missing 3 guys of the guys from last year, Robinson being the only regular who's out there.
Yeah, and it sounds like a lot of our defensive guys aren't going to be playing either. Dexter's out. We talked about in the thing, a lot of our corners are hurt right now. Cordell Flott, Trey Hawkins is hurt.
But I did see Banks is going to start, though. They're going to start Banks out there.
It sounds like I'll believe it when I see it. But I was sure he wasn't going to play. All right, wait a minute. Oh, that's the run. Okay.
Mm-hmm. They're mixing it up. I like that.
So for those who are not seeing this, the Giants have reached the 20. What are we at? The 27 of the Bills? Looks like the 27.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a picture of the field right now.
I thought he got farther than that, but look at the official standing on the 27-yard line. I think they got to zoom.
Yeah, you're 27. Yep.
Okay, so this is a pretty good drive. It's all been dink and dunk and runs.
Yeah, that one I didn't like. No, I didn't like the choice of it.
Oh.
Who the hell is like?
Yeah, it's a lot of these short passes to the tight ends.
Who's spam botting us on the chat here?
I don't know.
All NFL game streaming on NFL CBS.
Can we hit the big time if we're getting spam like that?
NFL here, blah blah blah. We're getting a lot. All right, I'm gonna block that shit.
You're out of here. Block them. All right, we got 2nd and 10. There was another short. It was a completion, but didn't pick up any gain.
There's another flag.
83 is Pascal, right? I think that's 83. I think
83 is Pascal. That's
looks
correct.
like we moved. Was that a Luminor? It looked like somebody moved. That's the crappy penalties that have been bothering. Oh, no, 55. It was Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson jumped out. Yeah. I'll say this, that he jumped out early, but his pass protection was not going to be good there. His hands were up really like high in his shoulder pads. Well, you're going to let that guy right in on you really fast if you do that.
Well, he's up against Bosa too.
Boy, the Bills are really counting on some of these guys who have had a hard time staying healthy the last few years to do something for them on defense.
All right, then don't do anything stupid here. Second and
another flag.
On us?
Yeah, not sure yet. It sure looks like it came in late, but it's a hold, I think. If it's on 55, man, that's not going to be good.
Well, we're getting
Yep,
out
Hudson again. 2 straight plays on Hudson. That's not good.
I need to see the replay.
It came in really late too, with a play that was running.
Well, it wasn't away. It was away from his.
Away from him. So
away from him too. That's why I want to see it again.
So second and 25. Right now, you're playing for field goal here. You want positioning.
Well, yeah, but you don't want to do something stupid either. They're not going to show a replay. Damn it! I'll have to watch that when I do watch the replay.
I will say, I know you're catching up here. With the missing wide receivers, the Wilson Johnson connection is certainly showing that there's something there. These guys, he's looking for Johnson.
Well,
pretty regularly.
I like the fact he is throwing to the tight ends because he hasn't done that historically throughout his career. So it's actually a good thing because we want other teams to worry about the tight end. We don't want them to think, well, Wilson's never going to throw to the tight end. So, somebody said Hudson holding twice. Did he do it again? Is somebody ahead of us?
No, it was false. It was false start and then a holding, and that was either I intentionally threw it away or a really bad pass.
Throw it. Oh, what was that?
That's a really bad pass.
Was it tipped? This is hard watching a game while.
It does look like it looks like Bosa got his hand on the ball on that replay. It does look like
somebody got his hand. It was 91. I think got his hand on the ball. I think.
Yeah, I thought it was Bosa, but he might have been on the sideline at that point. And Gano.
I thought it was 91. The defensive tackle, whoever.
All right, Graham Gano coming through. All right. It sucks to get a field goal, but at the same time, let's be.
That's not a bad drive. That's not a bad drive. I mean, again, it was sabotaged by the 2 penalties on Hudson, but it wasn't bad. That's okay with the guys that were missing. No Malik, no Slayton. It wasn't the line for the most part, other than those 2 held up. All right.
Well, even though Hyatt, as much as we've been kind of talking about him as having to prove himself, he's technically the next guy in line. I mean, in reality, Robinson's now the one at the moment, and then you're playing guys like Pascal. I saw little Jordan Humphrey was out there. I don't know if Felton was out there or not out there. I didn't see him. Washington's out there. So we're digging deep into the wide receiver group. Our offensive line is, not exactly the setup we want it to be. We were really hoping someone would beat Van Roten out. And I thought it was Stinney at guard, but maybe I'm wrong. Is Van Roten 64? I thought that was Stinney was 64.
No, wait a minute.
I thought Van Roten was 65.
74 is Van Roten.
74. So
64
I maybe they brought
Stinney. 64 Stinney, 74 Van Roten.
They might have brought him in as another block. I saw 64 on the field. So, but either way, the lack of weapons on the outside are certainly going to play a role in what we do. I wonder how long they'll let Wilson go. But I would think
maybe one more drive.
I would think you'd want 2 drives.
Yes, he was, Kevin. Yes, he was. Yes.
There's little doubt. I mean, in all honesty, if the Giants started the regular season off by going down the field and kicking a field goal, I mean, look at the number of points we've scored in the first game of a season. You bot bastards, where are you coming from?
I'm going to type not a bad drive given who is playing wide. I would say playing wide receiver. Okay. Now, question is who's going to play on defense here? So, all right, if you see comments too, if you see some comments that we should bring them up during the commercial break.
I'm trying to block the.
Yeah, we did get spammed. Holy crap.
Yeah, I blocked another one and had it deleted at the same time.
Have we hit a little bit of the big time if we're getting spammed?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're nobody. What are you spamming us for? Go bother somebody else. Don't spam us, assholes. Anyways.
So while we're in it, you might have seen at the top of the chat, just so you know, and Eric, you can speak to it even further. But we've been asked about merch and
we got some merchandise.
There you go. So go ahead.
Sweatshirts, t-shirts, mugs, pints. This isn't the so next time. Hopefully, we'll be wearing the merchandise. I have to order.
I got to get some. Yep.
And stuff. So we'll be wearing the merch. So we have some merch. So with our new logo. So we thought we'd go with a better logo that's a little more vibrant. So we're established in 2024. We went with that. Looks very NFL-ish. So hopefully that'll satisfy the need that those who have asked for merchandise. And I can't wait to I'll get a t-shirt for the summer and I'll get a sweatshirt for the fall. And they're hats too. We got hats. Wait a minute. I'm missing this.
Well, the kickoff came out. I think I'm watching the Bills team here, but maybe it might be just what. So
Trubisky's playing for them. We knew that Josh Allen wasn't playing, and this is what's going to be very curious. Who's playing corner for the Giants? Because we have a lot of corners out in this game. So if our starters are out, then we would see Banks and Adebo.
So Thibodeau's on the field. There was a false start on Buffalo. Thibodeau's on the field. I just saw him.
Burns is on the field. I see Burns.
I'm seeing people.
Burns and Thibodeau are out there.
Yeah,
I do not see no Dexter. I see our buddy Nunez.
Yeah, he's out there. Nice.
Well, you know what's interesting? Big picture is that
nice come up. Was that?
I'm sorry.
No. So I apologize. Was that McFadden? Yes, it was McFadden with a nice come up and hit on a pass into the flat. So that was nice.
It's interesting. We're seeing teams going back to playing their starters though in the preseason. This isn't just a Giants Bills thing. It's starting. So we're seeing a number of teams now have changed up and are starting to play their starters even in the first game now. That's a bit of a difference. Oh yeah, now I'm seeing it. Nice play by McFadden.
Yep, Newman's on the field. I just saw him. So we are playing the bulk of our defensive starters.
And it looks like Holland's out there too, right? So 8. He's 8, right? So
you're gonna like the next play. God damn it! I got to keep monitoring this chat room with the spam botting us. Yeah, you're gonna like the next play. We got some nice pressure.
So what do we got here? 2nd and 15. I'm way behind you now. How am I even further behind you now?
I'm not sure. We're 3rd and 15.
Oh, we got hit.
Yeah, nice pressure.
Cool. All right, so we got 3rd and 15 coming up. This has been one of the Giants' Achilles' heels at times throughout the last decade. We get teams in 3rd and 15. They should be getting off the field here. You're ahead of us. Please don't go, oh shit, John.
No, we got them. We stopped them short, so that's good.
No penalties?
No penalties.
Yeah.
Decent pressure, not a ton. I think we went. I'm going to rewatch the replay right now.
Remember, we don't want to scheme here. We don't want to use our fancy pass rush.
We went with 4 down. I got to go back and look. Did anybody notice who was coming up the middle?
Who came up the middle there?
I want to say, was that Chapman in the middle?
I have to see the replay. I'd like to see a little better tackling after the catch there, but Kincaid's a good player, though. All right, so 3 and out.
Now let me see
the wait a minute. Who got the pressure on the inside here? Wait a minute. 50. It was Carter.
Oh, so all right. So we did. Okay, so
With
we're
Carter.
straight up the middle.
Okay,
So
so
just to
Abdul Carter made his first presence known, guys. If you aren't watching this, he got in the face of the quarterback there.
and straight up the middle, coming up the middle. So just for someone pointed out that we're like a play behind everybody else. That makes sense in reality. We're streaming the game.
Right.
Plus, we're streaming and we're uploading this. So the amount of data we're sending is, it's kind of an asymmetrical. Downloads a lot faster. Uploads take a lot more. We're
Right.
uploading and downloading at the same time. So we are taxing that a little bit.
Now, it's going to be interesting to see, does Wilson come out again with the starters, or do they go to Dart or Jameis? So they said in the warm-ups, Dart was the second quarterback. We'll see if that's true.
That's an interesting. Does that mean anything to you to go straight from Wilson to Dart?
No, other than the fact that they want to develop him.
Okay.
I think Kevin, I would assume this is pretty vanilla. If you trust the coaches to tell the truth, they said during the week that Dable said they were going to be vanilla. They're not going to game plan. So if he's telling the truth, then that's the answer. I haven't seen anything. I've seen it. When I watch preseason games, I don't know if this is right or wrong. I always think they kind of sometimes do things that they're going to do the opposite of in the regular season. So in the first series, we saw a lot of dink and dunking passes. That could be because they just want to make sure nothing bad happens and they want to get everybody sort of just get something going. But it also could be, hey, maybe they don't want the first teams that we're going to play in the season to think we're going to go bombs away from the very moonball them on the very first game. So if I'm going to come out against the Commanders and throw deep, I might not throw a lot deep in the preseason to make the Commanders not know what our offense is going to do. So
right.
So I don't know if that's me.
I would think they scheme a little bit, not the opponent, though. I think they scheme down in distance. Like, if it's this down, we want to do this particular thing, not based on whatever they're lined up as, but we're trying to accomplish plays that they've worked on. So you're
but they're not going to
playing
use
the down in distance. You're not worried about
use their good stuff, though, right?
No, you're not going to do. Well, we did run a reverse. I mean, I don't think you're not going to pull out anything specific to the opponent. But
Neal's ahead of us at start, so we're done with Wilson. I'm not up.
Right.
I'm not. So
we're just coming back.
Neal's our canary in the coal mine, kind of. He's going to let us know what's going on. And David,
there's our boy. There's our boy. Shotgun starting a first down.
Okay, so now we're past the starters. So
there you go. First pass completion for Dart.
Oh, you guys are all ahead of me.
And I'm on. These bots are everywhere. Holy crap.
And who did he throw? 83. Okay.
And immediately, so Azudu is the left tackle. Stinney is now the left guard. Bellinger is still out.
Azudu is the left tackle. Oh, so they pulled the line. So they pulled.
Yep.
So they pulled Hudson already too.
Yes,
okay.
I can't see the rest of the line yet.
Man, instead of Zach Pascal, I wanted Jaylin Hyatt out there. Bad or good. I wanted to see
Kubas is the left guard, and Mbow is the left, or the right guard, and Mbow is the right tackle.
So it was 2nd and 1, and that lost a yard, didn't it?
Yeah. And so notice what they did. We talked about it yesterday, like it was going to be Turbo Miller from there. They didn't. They went from Tracy to Singletary is now the back, which makes sense. You can't play Miller for
that wasn't good.
Quarters. I mean,
that wasn't good. No, Hyatt's out. Someone just said Hyatt hasn't played. He's out. We don't know why he's out. He's not playing. So apparently he got hurt. I'm tongue in cheek. He got hurt on the plane ride. Who knows? Maybe he stubbed his toe he slipped. Okay.
Hyatt's route tree is so limited he couldn't get to Buffalo.
Yes, Hyatt's got an unknown. Hyatt better be worried about Gabe Davis at this point. I'm serious. John mentioned it earlier. Gabe Davis, at this point, what the fuck? I mean, again, I got to watch the F-bomb. Sorry. I'm a little pissed off about this. Him and Evan Neal, I'm a little pissed off about. Again, when they ran and they didn't get it, they ran behind right guard. It would have been nice to have Evan Neal in there.
There's your
short yardage.
There's your boy, Dulcich, with a nice catch.
Again, the short passes to the tight ends. We're really going to the tight ends in this game. Maybe that's also a function of so many wide receivers not playing. I'm curious. for those watching who may know the Bills better than me, or what do we have with their team? Are their starters out or are their starters in, or is it a mix? I wonder if the Bills have pulled most of their starters. I don't have the volume up, and I have the Bills announcers, but I don't know what they're saying. So if someone in chat knows if the Bills starters are in or out.
That was a completion,
Whoa.
Dart did avoid the sack, but still, I don't want guys coming in at it quickly and cleanly.
So another pass to Dulcich. They're really thrown to the tight ends in this game.
At some point here, the Giants.
It was unblocked.
If you want to. If you want to have a little, if you're not really, I don't mean you're game planning for the other team, but you certainly want to do game situation type things. With the Bills coming up, the Giants are consistently going to the tight end short, a lot of short passes. They're going to come up a little bit. They're going to bring their defense up. Go deep on one of these passes. Yeah, take a shot.
Take a shot. But again, do they do that in a preseason game?
I mean, I think. Don't you try some stuff out just to see how your quarterback reacts? You not necessarily, you're not setting them up on purpose. It's just they're going to start falling into that. Hey, these guys are going short constantly.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean,
so I saw a lot of angst.
So everyone's on a commercial break, right? We're on a commercial break.
Yeah, my commercial break is frozen. I saw a lot of angst on site BBI, which is bigblueinteractive.com. Because Shedeur Sanders had a decent game last night. And here's the thing. I couldn't care less of what Shedeur Sanders does or doesn't do during the preseason. Keep in mind, too, though, with Shedeur Sanders, he's been taking the bulk of the snaps for the Browns. So really, I mean, Pickett's got an injury. Flacco, they haven't played much. Gabriel's got an injury. That's why they went out and brought in the backup quarterback used to be for the Ravens. I'm trying to remember what the hell's his name. Doesn't matter. Anyway, they brought him in for a fifth quarterback because Gabriel's not really playing. Pickett's got a hammy, and they're really limiting Flacco.
Well, did you see what Anakim said on the site? He said that apparently there was a blow up with Shedeur and a Cleveland reporter after the game.
Oh, I did not see that.
He went after a reporter for saying bad things about him.
Oh, Jesus. Dude, be in the league. Hundley, thank you.
So Anak usually posts. He doesn't post crappy posts, so I assume it happened. But if that's true, that just shows you again, it's not just a talent question with Shedeur. It was. I think Anak made a reference to it's only a matter of time before he goes full. Who's the reporter that used to yell at the guy that was the guy that was in the draft with Peyton Manning or Ryan Leaf? Didn't Ryan Leaf?
Oh my God, that moment was special. Yeah. That was special. I was thinking, we had the chance, although we were being good about it because he was a guest. But when we had Jordan Renan on, we should have asked him a little bit more about his deal with Eric Flowers. I really would like to hear a little more of how that whole thing blew up. And gosh, those bots they're persistent.
Are they still here? What the heck?
Yeah, it's a different ones each time because I'm banning them and it's a different one that comes through.
We don't have that many people watching.
Hey, we've got thousands. Stop. We're growing and they know it. People are coming for us.
We're like the little acorn that's growing. All right. Let's see what I don't know. Oh, Neal, we didn't get it. What?
Well, on a third and oh crap. Now it's fourth. I'm looking at 3rd and 3, so shoot. Little off target by Dart. That was not a great pass. He did step up, but it was a little off target. All right.
He had protection. Yeah, it was off mark.
Going to Dulcich again. Step. Yeah, that's it's kind of a bad throw.
Yeah. Okay.
A little behind him too, but
who's out there? We have 81, 80. So 81's Jordan Humphrey, I think. Right?
Yes.
Okay, so freaking Hyatt. I swear to God.
I really want to know what that deal was. What happened that you aren't playing? Because you were practicing during the week.
Yeah. And Bo Collins has been out after he was getting first team reps, so he's not playing. Slayton wasn't playing, so we're kind of there's opportunity here for the wide receivers, but it's not a great group. So.
We still have first team guys out on defense. Burns is on the field that I clearly just saw him. I think Thibodeau's on that might be hard to tell on the right side.
Burns is out there, yeah.
That's definitely Carter. That was Carter on the outside.
How does it always seem like I never have the Giants feed when I'm watching NFL Plus? That's good run defense.
Darren, I'd love to answer that for you, Darren. I don't know, because 1 minute I was ahead, and then Neal's posting things that Neal's already another down ahead of us here. So let's pay attention to the pass rush on this one. It is Carter playing right outside.
Watching Neal Hickey post is like watching Twitter on draft night. He's ahead of us, and he's telling us the picks.
What? It sucks that play ended up being completed. Carter did miss the sack, but boy, he got in there.
How are you guys all ahead of me? But this is like the draft all over again.
But we also
what a nice rush by Carter.
There is a penalty though here. We also had a couple guys who missed too. I'm wondering if they're going to call roughing the passer. I hope they don't. That's ridiculous if they do. They are.
They're calling roughing?
Yeah, I saw the second or third guy in.
Did I see Alexander in there? Or I might not have seen that. I thought I saw 91, but wait a minute.
Is that Roy Robertson Harris that got
What's
through?
the number? I couldn't hear it.
95 is the one.
Right, yes.
All right, so he got in there. He was the third guy in.
That must be the guy I saw.
Drove him to the ground.
Not in there.
By the way, that's a bullshit call. I mean, I get it, and he does.
That's BS. That's a BS call.
You're running. You're not in the pocket. You're running. You can't call that. And by the way, they should actually pull Trubisky.
That's bullshit. That's a terrible call. I'm sorry.
Oh, we are lucky the back slipped and fell down there. He still gets up and gets yardage, but that whole left side of the line went down and just left the outside wide open. Yeah. That's Thibodeau was pinned inside and gave up. That could have been a huge run if the back didn't fall.
I'm still pissed off at that penalty.
I'm surprised that they didn't. I know that they don't always, but I saw Trubisky's head bounce off the turf. You would think they would bring him over just quickly, take a look, and just say, okay, the NFL needs to be a lot smarter about how they do those things.
Nah, toughen up.
Well, I mean, I get it, but you're trying to avoid, trying to avoid lawsuits and shit. That seemed pretty obvious when his head bounces off the ground.
My head bounces off the ground all the time. No. The doctor thought I might have brain damage. I like stories. Nice. Anyone who watches The Simpsons will get the reference. All right, so we're on what? 3rd and 4.
Third and 4.
Oh, wait. Everyone's ahead of us. People tuned in to watch our reaction, and we're watching your reaction.
Nice play again. Nice, good rush. Way to get up and make that tackle.
How am I getting farther behind? That's what oh yes, that is a nice tackle. Well, that's a nice tackle.
Yeah, I agree. The defense looks good. Again, we don't want to make too much. Josh Allen's not out there and some other stuff.
Oh, yeah. What we want to see again, it's not. The tackling is there. Like you said, John, there was that one play where it could have gone for a good yardage. But the defense, and that penalty was BS. I know that's the world we live in now, but my God, how are you supposed to play defense rushing the quarterback? He was a half a step away. It's not like he deliberately drove him into the ground.
Man, how are these
first pass? All right, this is all right. So far, so good. If we get into all right, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to jinx things. Sorry, I don't want to jinx things.
So what I want to see now is, okay, we're going to go in the second quarter. Dart's still the quarterback. I really want to see Kubas. I want to see how he develops and get some. Mbow, at some point, I would like to see get bounced over to left tackle. I'd like to see him get some reps at left tackle. And then Dulcich, we saw involved in the passing game. I think that's good. the quarterbacks, I want to see a couple more passes down the field, though. I would like to see I want to see Dart's arm. Get one, just stretch it out. Now pressure will dictate whether you can do that. And I certainly don't want him taking any hits, but what about you? What are you looking for now in this second quarter in the offense?
Well, my head's spinning a little bit. I'm still can't get over the fact that some of the players that we wanted to get a good read on, which was an important game for them, aren't in this game. And I know I keep harping on it, but dear Lord, Jaylin Hyatt, you're missing a great opportunity here because Malik Neighbors and Slayton weren't playing, and you could have played with the starters and you could be playing with Dart right now. So that really kind of ticks me off. Little Jordan Humphreys out there and Zach Pascal. These guys, both of them aren't going to make the team, and there's a very good chance that neither one of them is going to make the team. So I'm a little bit. I'd like to take some shots down the field, like you said, but who are we throwing to? Daquan Felton. I mean, let's look at who's playing. Who do we have at wide receiver right now? We've got Pascal, Antoine Wells, Daquan Felton, I guess what I'd like to see is him take a shot to Montrell Washington. There have been a lot of deep passes to Montrell in camp, so I'd like to see out of the slot. I'd like to see a deep shot to Montrell. But look at the depth chart, John. I mean, there's so many receivers that are out that no wonder they're throwing to the tight ends right now.
Jaylin Hyatt, he's playing, correct? He is playing today.
Yep.
I'd like to see him get on the field a little bit because you want to see if he can be a good special teams player and if he can make some catches.
All right, Kalatu, settle down there, you bastard. Yes, here. This is what you were saying.
Actually, I would say Jaylin Hyatt is probably the Chick-fil-A of our wide receivers. The dude's always closed on Sunday.
Saturday, John. It's Saturday.
I know, but we play our real games on Sunday. No. I thought my route tree one was pretty good, but he couldn't find his way to ball. But anyway,
it was. You're keeping it light.
I'm trying to keep it.
I'm trying to be good. So
dude,
part of it too is still I'm recovering from that rotator cuff surgery. I'm still supposed to be in my sling, but I didn't. I put some dirt on it. See, I can be here. I can be playing, but I got to be careful. I don't do something stupid like raise my arm in celebration or disgust or something like that. Or my doctor is going to be like, you tore it again.
We've been great this offseason. I've had wrist surgery. You've had
shoulder
surgery. I mean, we're just powering through.
That spam guy is back big time.
It's a different one each time. It's the same shit, but a different one. I'm like bugging the hell out of me.
Okay, that's all right. All right, we're back.
Boy, the Bills they're putting a ton of money into that new stadium. It'll be interesting to see because the one thing about the stadium they have now is it's kind of like that Lambeau thing. It kind of really brings their fan base into it. But if you build a stadium that blocks out a lot of the wind and things like that, some of your advantage goes away for the the traveling teams.
I know nothing about the stadium that they're building. It's not a dome though, right? You're just
it's not a dome.
Okay.
Okay.
Is everyone going to have a nicer stadium than us now?
Everybody has a nicer stadium than us.
It's just so bland. It's so gray.
Dar had to pull that one down and run, but he was looking longer down the field.
By the way, if you guys haven't seen it, I recommend watching the Phil Simms interview with Jackson Dart. It's about 10 minutes long. It's pretty good. He's got a ton of time. That was good for a second-team offensive line. He had a ton of time. That's what I'm worried about, though. Is that a question of Dart not finding the open guy, or is our guys not getting open because they're little Jordan Humphrey and Pascals out there? That's what I was talking about. So, John, he was looking down the field there. They were trying to go down the field. The good news, if you want to call it good news, is he didn't force a ball. And the offensive line protection there was awesome.
And then Turbo Miller was in the backfield on that the next play. So he's now the running back. You'll see what happens, which is not much.
Not much. Is Wow good or bad?
I don't know. We're about to find out. This
is good.
It's third and 9.
And the question about is Jameis Winston playing? We don't know. Your guess is as good as ours.
All right. We did. There's a dump off pass to Turbo Miller, and he does get moving, and he's it could be a screen. You could call it a screen. Did
we get the first down?
We definitely did. Miller got past his blockers pretty fast.
He's fast. He's tiny, but he's fast. Wait, what's that line from Planes, Trains, on? She's tiny, but she's strong.
Yeah.
Oh, he is fast, isn't he? Look at him. Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. That's cool. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
If I did that move he just did,
There we go.
shoulder would be like, oh, fuck.
All right.
Anyway.
There's a big play to Montreal Washington is making his way on this team. He's
Also,
working.
I just called it. I mean, I don't see it yet, but yeah.
It's not deep down the field, but
it's not deep.
It's quick, but he got away from guys. I mean, first off, I'll give Dart credit on the pass. He gets it right out to his guys. If not to beat a dead horse or a dead Jones, but Jones would have waited till the guy was turning around looking at him before he would have thrown.
Oh, nice. Oh, that is nice. All right. Oh, did he step out of bounds?
He stepped out just a little earlier, about the 33.
All right. All right, I take Montreal over Slayton at this point.
This correct me if I'm wrong, but this next play, when you see it, this is a designed run. This is a designed run to Dart. There's nobody else in the backfield. It's a quick snap to shotgun.
It's like being in a room where everyone's like whispering into your ear what's about to happen during the game. This was supposed to be the other way around.
Don't say, "Oh no, I haven't seen it yet."
Five wide set up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that looked like.
Oh, incomplete. Thank God, incomplete.
Why was it almost intercepted?
Yes, it was it was a deflected pass, right at the line.
Neal, yeah, Neal is like 100 plays ahead of us. Yeah, I agree.
Schlottman's in at center. Oh, Neal, stop it! Don't go.
Touchdown.
Wait, Neal.
Oh, that got deflected. Yeah, that's not on Dart. That got deflected.
All right, here we go. We're 3rd and 5 from the 33. Dart's going down the sidelines. He got it. Little Jordan Humphrey. Touchdown.
You guys.
Touchdown. There's a pass. Well, oh, hey.
I tuned into a podcast to find out what's going on.
Hey, Shadur Sanders. Touchdown.
Dart does look comfortable. I mean, I will give him that. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's right on.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, right on the money.
Awesome. That's a hell of a throw. That's a good throw. Oh, I love that. All right, that's awesome. I didn't think it was going to be that good. All right, that's cool. All right, that was a perfect throw.
And the good thing is, right, this is not Dart playing with all the ones against the Bills' backups.
Marcus Mbow was out there, and there's Wilson down to congratulate him too. Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine, because you know what I mean. Because if Dart was doing this with all the ones and the Bills are playing the backups, then you got to kind of take it back a little bit, and you're like, okay, we were over. He's playing with guys that some of these guys aren't even going to be on this team, and yes, we're playing the Bills' backups, but that's an even matchup. And that's a great pass. You can't. And little Jordan Humphrey, he brings size to the wide receiver core. So he does have, he has an inside track as being a guy there. If you want somebody with size, if he can play specials too, because that was Bryce Ford Wheaton's role. So if you can play specials and you can bring some size to the outside piece, he's got a shot. Jaylin Hyatt is really blowing every opportunity that he's had with this team. Right. I don't know what happened to him, but.
All right, Neal Hickey, you're my good luck charm. I want you here all 17 regular season games. I don't think we're doing this in the regular season, but Neal's the good luck charm. This is great. Are you excited? That was an awesome
That was a great pass. I saw Neal go touchdown. I'm like, damn it, I didn't want to look at that first before I saw the ball.
That was awesome. Well, the way that you were reacting, I thought was like a ho-hum play. I'm like, oh, damn. I know you were trying to probably.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap.
Thank you so much.
That'll buy us a case. Holy crap.
Oh, much appreciated. That's awesome.
We could buy booze and hot
we are continually we are continually trying to. And so for a lot of you who are BBI as well, I know Eric made a really long explanation of how the ads are being worked on BBI and why and why he doesn't want to.
I'm as frustrated as you guys are with that. Yeah,
well, and it's why you don't want to do memberships, and it's why we haven't really talked about it this way either. Anything that obviously this is kind of a co-connected thing. What we make here is split in both directions. What we make with the store is split in both directions. But the fact that we can help kind of grow this, because I want to do more stuff with this. I want to be able to take this. I would like us to be at the draft next year. That's kind of what I'm really hoping we can develop and get a lot of followings. But it's just it's a labor of love around everything else that we're doing. So
hell like that. No, I'm with Stephen Lawrence here. Strippers next.
Yes. Sometimes I don't know what to say.
BBI after dark. Yeah.
What?
Oh, here's the spot guy again. What the hell? Again, we got like a.
Oh, did you get another one?
There's like 8 of them now, or something like that.
All right,
Super Bowl. That's how I'm going to be saying Super Bowl. By the way, by the time we're done with this.
Super Bowl.
I'm still only on my first beer.
Nice. Nice.
Actually, am I? I'm going to be on my second beer here in a second.
I'm telling you, whenever I see this, it is so hard for me to get through my, growing up as a football fan's mind of seeing this. So this kickoff thing is weird.
I don't like it. It's just weird.
So a true story. This is a true story. Growing up, I'll wait till the kickoff's done.
I'm listening. I'm just watching.
No, I'll wait till the kickoff's done. I'm going to wait. The Bills are returning it. They did bring it out. Got a little over about the 32. So when obviously being very young, I grew up in early years in southern Vermont. I was born in Rutland, Vermont. Grew up there. Then we moved north. When I moved north, and this is back for a lot of you who understand, but if you're younger, you won't understand. This is back when to get TV shows, you had to have an aerial antenna. So when we moved north, we were kind of up in a wooded area. It was really hard to get stuff. Neal Hickey will understand this. Our aerial antenna actually picked up better channels from Canada. So I get channel 2, channel 10, channel 12. So all of a sudden I came across in the middle of June, football was on. And I'm like, holy shit, there's football on. Bills just threw a little pass over the middle for quite a gain.
Now, who's out here? Wait, like what?
I see Dane Belton is on there. Dane Belton's Chase Ford is out there.
It's a mix of second and third teamers, it looks like.
Musal's out
Trace
there.
is out there. Trace Ford's out there.
Chapman's out there. Who's 69? The
Banks is still playing though. Belton's out there, Banks, but Trace Ford is out there. 69?
I thought I saw 69 on the Rutland is not north. Rutland is south. It's
94. So Elijah Chapman. You're right. There's a 69 out there. That is Corey Durden, who's like the bottom of the depth chart.
So he was.
So we got a mixture of. We got one first teamer, Banks. We've got a mixture of second, third, and fourth teamers out there. So we're already like deep in. So I wouldn't get too freaked out about what we're seeing, guys. Here, some of these guys are not making the team already.
And the corner there was beaten badly right off the line. So anyway, real quick. So all of a sudden, I'm watching a football game in the middle of June. I'm like, what the hell? And they're like, their pass was thrown, and it was kind of fuzzy, so I wasn't really sure who I was even watching. And they're like, it's intercepted. He's like, and he's at 45. He's at a 50. He's at a 55. I'm like, the 55. What the hell? So it took me a while to realize Canada has 2 50-yard lines on their field. I'm like, what is going on here?
All right. So what I got right now is we're the first and 10, and they're at the 38.
There was.
Oh, get him! No, see, I don't like that. Who missed that tackle? Who missed that tackle?
Who's 2? Who's number 2?
That's Banks.
Oh, he switched to 2?
Yes.
God damn it! He still plays a run like he's in the middle of the regular
that wasn't
season.
Who missed the tackle. Somebody missed the tackle here, right here.
He was late to the party.
God,
But I'll tell you, Banks was the guy who got burned off the line on the pass the play before.
49. Who's 49?
Chase Ford, isn't it?
49. It's Chris Board.
Oh, Board. It's Chris Board.
Yeah. He should have had him.
I know. I'm telling you, I do not like. I don't like Banks. I just don't like Banks. His play is.
Oh, come on, make a tackle, guys. The tackling's getting a little crappy.
He got burned off the line on the previous play, and then he did not play that run overly aggressive to make the tackle. And the fact that the Giants continue to put him out there, I know their depth is thin, but you are going pretty deep in every other position right now. I think Banks is being kind of like they want to see him play.
He has no competition right now. Cordell Flott's hurt again. So so you could say he's in trouble, but Cordell Flott's out the whole week. And we have no idea what he's got. So there's nobody breathing down his neck. The next guy will be Hawkins, and Hawkins is hurt. So right now he's got nobody pushing him. So it's sink or swim with Banks.
Did you see, not that I would advocate for this at all, because I can't stand the guy, but the 49ers released Eli Apple the other day.
Oh, God.
So if you're desperate for a corner.
When I still find that some of these guys are still playing, I'm amazed.
Ooh, wide open. And that's a touchdown. Yeah. I'm not too concerned about
this defense on this series was really bad.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned considering the guys that you're grouping together out there. I mean, it's pretty
bad.
patchwork. We're pretty deep there into who's playing. Notice that Chapman's playing the outside. He's playing basically the end portion, or I guess I don't really know what we even call these guys when you've got the edges, that the way we use them. But he's certainly he's not the nose. Chapman's playing outside a little bit.
All right. Well, RD, also keep in mind some of the players that are on the field aren't going to make this team. So it's not these aren't just second teamers. Like Durden, the nose tackle, is like the 5th team nose tackle on the team right now. And some of the linebackers on the field right now are like 3rd and 4th team guys. So it's not even the second team. There are some second teamers out there like Belton and God, who's another second teamer who would be out there? Maybe Board might be a second teamer, but this is just be careful pay attention to who's on the field and look at the depth chart.
Right.
It's not, the Giants have not gone to the second team. They've got a complete mix-up of, or not mix-up, what am I trying to say? A matchup of different
you got a kind of sort of a mismatch of who you're putting together.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of, like, let me see, like Elijah Chapman, you could argue is a second teamer, but Corey Durden's not. Darius Muasau would be a second teamer. I don't know if he was out there then, but Chris Board was out there. You could argue he was. But remember, like Chauncey Golston's not playing. Abdul Carter is theoretically a second teamer. He's not out there. None of our second or third team corners are playing. Hawkins is not out there because he's hurt. Flott's not out there because he's hurt. Art Green's not out there. He's third team. He's hurt. Corey Black, I don't think, is playing, and he's hurt. So we're down to like 4th team corners.
And I'll agree to this to a point. RD is the one problem you have though is the guys you're playing also have effort and have played football their whole lives. So the problem, and I think Eric's making a really good point, is that we're so deep. Normally these 4th and 5th string guys, if that's really what you want to call them, right? They're usually the back end of the 3rd quarter, 4th quarter, even in the second preseason game. We had guys that are probably second and or possibly 3rd team guys that came in immediately when we pulled some of the starters off, because we are so thin at corner this game, not depth overall, this game, that you didn't have a choice. That's why Banks is still on the field. I just don't like the fact that Banks does not show effort to me enough. I want to see, you should stand out when you're playing backups, and the wide receiver he went up against burned him off the line of scrimmage. He showed absolutely no aptitude of what the guy might do. He trailed him the entire way the second the ball was snapped. I don't like that. You're the number 1 corner. You got to.
Yeah, no, already. We already said Banks is out there, but what we're telling you is a lot of the people that you're talking about right now on the field are not even going to be making this team. So again, we're not trying to sound like homers here, but pay attention to who some of the players that are on the team right now. They're not the second team defense. The second team defense is not on the field. There are a couple of second team players and 1 first team player being Banks, but it's not. So again, if the second team defense was out there for the Giants, it would be Abdul Carter, Chauncey Golston, Darius Muasau, Chris Board. This is going to the Giants depth chart. Roy Robertson Harris, Elijah Chapman, who is out there. So there's another second teamer. The 3rd teamers would be DJ Davidson, who we haven't seen, and Darius Alexander. I haven't seen Darius. I have to go back. I haven't even seen Darius yet. None of our second and 3rd team corners are even playing in the secondary.
Oh shit! Get on the ball. What are you doing?
All right, what happened? Wait, we got another bot back.
Smith Marset did something really stupid there, and guess what? You better hope that Gunnar Olszewski doesn't show really well here, because that was dumb. He let a ball bounce and then just stood there and kind of watched it for a second, hoping it was going to go out of bounds, and it didn't. It's like, you better get on that damn ball. Like, what are you waiting for?
I don't think that was that bad. He was just seeing if it was going to roll out of bounds. It wasn't at risk.
I appreciate the what you're saying, RD. I don't think I'm being overly optimistic about what's happening here. You can't. I don't know if you can rip effort with 3rd and 4th string guys as much as we don't know.
It's talent.
Banks, I'll give you. Banks, I'll give you.
I'm telling you, the guys that aren't. It's not that the guys that are on the field are not NFL quality players. It's that last drive.
And it's not just that they played football before. It's also knowing what effort gets confused with knowledge sometimes. some of these guys were running in the wrong direction. They just left a guy wide open. That's not lack of effort. That's just not knowing where the hell you're supposed to be. And a lot of these younger guys, they're getting really again, I'm not making excuses for them.
Nice run. Nice run.
It's not, though. It's going to be called back.
Is it holding?
Yeah, it's a penalty.
Oh.
But overall, like some of these guys, they have not had enough reps.
I want to see who's the penalty on.
And they haven't done the reps against anybody but themselves, like against our own players. So this is a new experience. If we looked at the game, the first preseason game, I want to say it was against New England when in 1989, people would have cut Dave Meggett right after that game. And he turns out to be a Pro Bowl player. You got to give some of these guys a little bit of time, but these are fourth and.
Did you hear who that penalty was on? I couldn't hear.
I have the sound off, so I do not.
Okay.
I do not know.
If anyone in chat knows who that penalty was on, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I agree, Fred. Yeah, that's another one that just happened right there. Dart's got to be a little bit better about. He is throwing it, but guys are coming in. And he's just laying it right in where they can just deflect the pass. Not much. In some cases, not much you can do there. He did burn. I think that was Kubas that got beat on that play. God damn.
They were trying to set the screen, it looks like. Let me see. Yeah, Kubas got beat.
So
that was on Kubas.
48 with the penalty. Who's 48? Is that the Terry? Is that Terry?
Yeah, it was Terry. It's not a good sign for him.
Watch out, League.
Again, his best hope is the practice squad.
We're starting to throw screens. Watch out, League. The Giants just realized it's an actual play you can use in a game. Dayon Walker for the Bills is an interesting guy. I'm curious to see how he does. There was a lot of reports on him as he's just kind of lazy. That's why he dropped in the draft. He's very one-dimensional and lazy.
Mm-hmm.
But you give him a chance on that Bills defense. So they've got some good outside guys. If he kind of develops, he could be a steal a little bit later on, not to switch to the Bills, but.
Oh, good. Again, Brian, thank you very much.
There we go. All right. I'll take that, but Jesus Christ, I will say, if you're not careful, though, you are sucking these guys in. I mean, they're coming up more and more and more. At some point, you got to not throw that short screen pass.
Oh.
We got to make it work, but you got to go long with it
now.
Whoa.
That was cool. All right.
See how
close that was a little.
They're getting close.
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, they're getting close. They're reading what we're doing.
All right. Flag on who?
That's got to be on us. Holy shit! Nice play by Dart. Regardless, I'll take that. I mean, I know it's going to get called back, but
why are we getting spammed like crazy today?
Yeah, I don't know. And it's all for this stupid NFLCBS.com thing. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Wow, Dart.
Oh,
whoa, Dart, get down. Get down.
That's Dart. It is. It's against Buffalo. That's a great play by Dart. Nice.
Yeah, but I want him getting down in a preseason game.
Darren, no, you dare not.
No. That was a cool play. I say Daniel Jones.
I'm liking Dart. I'm liking Dart.
Don't jinx it yet.
I'm not jinxing it. I'm just saying I like them.
You know they got some again. We got some we're going down deep in the offensive line now too. They got Hudson in at guard, and you mentioned Izudu's kind of in there now.
Hudson's back in at guard.
No. The other guy, what's his name? 60. We have two Hudsons.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the guy that was previously listed as center, he's at Byron Hudson is in a guard, 60. He's in there. He's our third team left guard. Kubas is in there. He's third team right guard. Izudu's third team left tackle. So we're down to our third team offensive line already. That's what again, RD. That's what we're kind of saying earlier before is we're not saying you're wrong, but we're saying some of the guys on the field are lower than you even think they are. And I've seen this every year with Giants fans in the preseason. That will, especially in the fourth quarter, we've lost games in the fourth quarter to other teams, and people have said our depth is shit. Well, our depth has been shit, but that's not an indication of it. The guys playing in the fourth quarter for both teams aren't going to be making the roster for the most part. You might have one or two guys out there, maybe like a Deontay Johnson who might make the roster. But the guys that are going to be playing in the second half of this game, it's going to be really like these guys are borderline practice squad players at this point.
How far do you think, in your opinion, how far do you think they will play Dart? The rest of the first half, or do you think at some point they're going to be like, okay, we've seen enough of Dart. We'll let Winston go, and then DeVito will clean up.
Remember,
later.
I'm not going to backtrack on what I said in earlier podcasts. I want to see as much as Dart as possible this preseason, but I do agree with you. It does get to the point where if you are going to get but they're already into the third team offensive line, so there is a point where you want to say you want to protect your assets a little bit. But he's already playing with the third team offensive line right now. For all intents and purposes, the third team offensive line is out there. Tell me if I'm wrong. It's Azuda's out there, Hudson's out there, Kubas is out there. Mbow is second team, so he's got a second team guy. And is Schlotman? I guess
Schlotman's in at center. He's in at center.
So he's got two. I don't think Schlotman's making this team, but he's technically the second team. I think the second team center is really Van Roten.
Yeah, I would agree.
But maybe not now if Evan Neal's. God damn the bot's back. Is that hard for you to block that?
Every time they come up, I just have to ban them when they come up, which I'm doing. Incomplete, but that was Combray. That was the pass was thrown to Combray, I believe. Am I saying his last name right?
I don't know. I say Combray, so
that's where I was
Combray.
You know what? For a guy who's only had 10 receptions his entire college career, that's a pretty darn good attempt, and that's not a bad pass to put it where he did.
There's your shot again, too.
I would
what down was that? I got to focus on the game.
This is second down now. That was first down. I love that. Did anybody else see that that play? The Bills brought guys up. They ran a guy deep from the deep backfield up, and Dart clearly saw him coming up and went to the quick pass to the left right off that. That was nice.
I would have liked to see the wide receiver fight for yardage there, though. Who is that? Oh, it's little Jordan Humphrey again. Yeah, you're talking about he saw the guy coming up and he went straight. Yeah.
That's one thing somebody like
Neal, you're making this easier on me.
I know he's so far ahead.
Somebody said earlier he's 100 plays ahead of us.
Right now, Neal's pissed that the halftime show wasn't that good.
Yeah. He's mad about the post-game show. All right, here's a question for you, John. Does Turbo Miller have a chance to make this team?
It's funny. I was gonna ask you that.
It's hard numbers wise. If they keep 4 running backs, I think he makes the team, right?
Well, yeah, because who would be the fourth one?
Eric Gray?
No, Gray's done.
No, I know Gray.
He didn't.
Gray's a practice squad at best. If
that's a little.
I don't even know what's wrong with them. It's so frustrating not to know what some of these injuries are. Like, what's wrong with Evan Neal right now? Does he have a bad boo-boo? I mean, or is it a serious injury?
That was off target. I think Ward just came in. Is Ward 23? He just came in.
Yeah, at some point, Ward's going to be playing, and Ward's just. There's a number
of numbers on here.
Ward's 23.
So Fedoni is on the field right now. So that's.
That's good because he had a concussion. We only learned that from.
It's second and 10 right now.
I got second and 10 too. Am I catching up?
And Ward just tripped himself into the ground. He picked up yardage, but he tripped. He's clearly a guy who does not have his game legs under him yet. He's only been in camp for a few days. I mean,
he's just a body. I don't mean that any disrespect, but he's only there because of the injuries in front of him. If Scadaboo's playing, and Eric Gray's not on the pup.
So back to your Turbo thing. Here's the other thing, right? I think to answer your question differently than just saying if they keep 4, I would say this: if Tyrone Tracy didn't have a questionable fumbling issue, the Giants might be willing to let Singletary go and go with somebody younger. That's a low
I don't
income play.
know. I don't know. I think they like Singletary.
I'm not saying they don't like him, but I mean, at some point it becomes salary and other stuff. And if you felt Miller, who brings something different to the table than the rest of the running backs,
Did
got the
Montrell
most.
drop that, or was that an off target? I couldn't
It was
tell.
a little low, but I'd have to see the replay.
I have to see the replay. Shit, that was third
Now,
down.
Scatterboo, that's a good one that Darren you brought up. Scatterboo concerns me because we didn't know what really held him out in the spring, and now he's got a recurrence of a hamstring. Those things can linger. We've seen it before. Gano doinked it in. Nice. RD called it the same way.
Yeah, they both said doink. What is the length on this? 50. So he's got 250 plus.
So you know what? I don't need to see him kicking anymore for the rest of this game.
Now here, make prediction time. Does Dart come in again if we get the ball back before halftime? If we get the ball, that's a big.
I think if they can. How
year.
much time was left in the quarter? Did anybody
Not
notice?
Not much.
If you could get a 2-minute situation, and anything under 2 minutes is a 2-minute situation, I say give him another shot.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you want to see that kind of, even though the players you have out there aren't great, you want to see that kind of game action.
I agree, Darren. I was very excited. We talked about this last night to see the draft picks, and we saw good stuff from Abdul already. Marcus Mbow looks decent so far. What I've seen, again, I got to rewatch this. I'm sort of focused here, focused there. I can't, but Marcus Mbow doesn't look bad so far. Has anyone seen Darius Alexander? I mean, he's not hurt. Did I miss him?
I didn't see his number on the
91.
field, but
I didn't see him. I wasn't hyper focused.
Yeah,
if anyone in chat saw Darius Alexander 91. I don't think what's weird is we saw Corey Durden on the field, who's like, again, he's like 5th on the depth chart. Like at one point,
but Durden was playing the nose.
You're right. At one point, we saw Durden playing before Davidson and Riley, but we had Chapman was out there. I saw Chapman out there too. So it was. I'm trying to see who else we haven't seen. So we haven't seen Golston because Golston's hurt. So I don't think it's serious. But
there's 4 minutes left. So if the Giants can somehow get the ball back, I think you absolutely put Dart back on the field because there's really no reason to put Winston in at this point. What's he going to do? Right? Like, I mean, it's under 2 minutes. You haven't taken one snap yet in the game. You're just going to throw him in. Let Dart do that. It's a game situation that you need to practice. I think you absolutely see him.
I want to see the Thriller dance. Did you see Dart? I mean,
I did. I'm
not going to do it.
I saw Winston doing the
Winston. I'm sorry. Winston doing it. So, RD, I haven't seen it. And I think Darren said the same thing. I haven't seen Darius either, which is kind of odd. You would thought we would have seen him in the second because he's gotten first team reps. You would have thought so that again, that's kind of what's kind of weird about this is they came out and they played first team on offense and defense. I didn't think we'd see Brian Burns. We didn't see Dexter Lawrence. So remember, Dexter wasn't out there, but we saw Brian Burns and Kayvon. We saw Adebo. We saw Holland. There were a lot of people on offense not playing because of nicks like Slayton and Malik Neighbors. But what's weird is when they went to the second team, it really wasn't the second team. They skipped over guys. So it's kind of weird that we haven't seen some of the guys that I would have thought we would have seen earlier, and they haven't even been on the field yet. Oh, get them.
I'm looking at some previous replays. I was trying to see who was on the field.
Carter did play. I mentioned that. Carter played too. But Carter, I think they consider Carter a first team guy. So we saw him with the first team, but I don't think he was out there he was not out. I know that he was not out there on that drive where they went down and scored the field.
No. He was already off the field.
Trace Ford was out there. I don't know who the other outside linebacker. It might have been Tamon Fox then. But
so
Carter,
Alexander's on the field now. I'm looking for him. I think.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think Durden. It looks like Durden is still the nose. Yeah, he's to the right.
It's
really
really odd to me that Durden's playing this early in the game when he's like so low on the depth chart.
Do we have injuries of other guys?
Not that have been reported. I mean, earlier in camp they both did, but maybe they're just they don't want to risk them getting. Because Trace Ford had a good pass rush on that.
39.
Muasau is in, and there's Fortune is in. The UDFA corners in there.
Yeah, we're going deep now in the
So
secondary.
we got Muasau's in there. 49 is that board again? Let me see. I got to look up the numbers here. 49.
Nice. Durden, is that Durden with a tackle?
Durden
sure was.
69. Durden 69.
Yep, that was a good time. He stuffed the middle on that run play. So it's 2nd and 10.
I'm trying to see. So Banks is still in there. Well, like you said, is not.
I'm wondering if that's not that he's trying to play his way on the team. I'm wondering. Yeah, it's a message. That's a message. You better start playing. Let's see you tackle these guys. You know, show us something. I don't think they're happy with him at all.
That's a message. I'm trying to see. They keep showing the Bills. I'm trying to see who's out there in the field. So Durden's there. I can't see the number. So Alexander is in there. Alexander is in there.
We got lucky on that play.
I'm gonna watch Alexander on this play.
The tight end
ahead of me.
The tight end beat the coverage badly. Good. Actually, you know what? I'll give him credit. He did make a nice swat at the ball to knock it away at the end.
Raheem Lane?
He was beaten. Is he 43? I'm trying to get.
I think that's Raheem Lane, but I'm not sure. Let me see.
Yep. So that was a good play to swipe at it. But he was beaten solidly down
43. Oh, it is Raheem Lane. It is Raheem Lane.
Yeah, he was beaten pretty solidly down the field.
So we're in 3rd and 10 here.
Yep. Okay.
Somebody just said Banks, come on. So you're not going to be happy.
Flying F is Banks doing? How do you get beat by the effing 4th wide receiver on the Bills with Mitchell Trubisky? He doesn't ever turn around. He never looks for the ball. Never.
Is he out of bounds, though? He's out of bounds, right?
I don't care if he is. He never effing looked at the ball.
Wait, guys who are ahead of us, is that good or bad? Was it in or out?
It's now called incomplete. They now called it incomplete. So now it'll be 4th down. So we are going to get the ball back.
Yeah, he's out of bounds.
But I don't care. Banks never had a clue that the ball was even there. And he easily could. If you're not careful, you can get called for interference. He's running right straight into the guy with his head into the middle of his chest. Can you, at least for the love of God, put your hand up like you're trying to defend the ball?
Yeah, we're going to have to endure it. The problem is every time.
I mean, look at
every time Flott shows anything, he gets hurt. He's another guy. Flott's another guy who gets hurt. So the problem is we're for better or worse, we're stuck with Banks because Flott just can't stay healthy. So we'll have to sink and swim with him, and hopefully, that, like you said, he never turned around on that.
He makes me wish we had Elvis Patterson still.
Yeah.
The guy's nickname was Toast.
Well,
Sheldon White was better. I know I'm going deep with the names, but there you go.
Oh.
All right, so we now have a 2-minute-ish drill opportunity for Jackson Dart. Yeah, see, Brian, I totally agree with you. Absolutely.
See, the problem is,
100% agree.
I just thought I don't think the secondary Kevin's going to give us issues. I think Banks is going to give us issues. I think our secondary is actually when the Giants go into the draft next year, I'm looking at wide receivers, offensive line, and another corner at this point. That's what Eric, I'm looking at right now.
Real quick, Forsythe is in at right tackle.
Yeah. He's third string right tackle.
So I'm curious, is Azudu still in at left tackle, or did they move Mbow to left tackle? So that'll be interesting to see.
You mean now? You mean starting now?
Right now.
Last series, Mbow was at right tackle. I'm pretty sure.
So Forsythe's at right tackle. So I want to see who's now at left tackle, and I think that's Mbow. Is that Mbow?
I don't have the. I'm looking at a bill right now. All right, wait a minute. I can't see. I don't think it. Wait, who is it? I can't see. It looks like a short guy. So that was Fedoni who jumped. I can't see the left tackle.
Yeah.
Wait, is it? Do you see the number? I can't see the number.
Yeah, I can't see the number from this angle.
These pre-snap penalties are going to cause.
It is. Mbow is at left tackle.
That's interesting.
Now. Yep. No.
Now, his credit again. I have to go back and rewatch. I have to go back and rewatch it. Azudu didn't do bad like left tackle.
Actually,
right?
You know what? Hold on. It's weird. The way
No,
they lined up, it almost looked like they had 2 tackles out there. So let me just.
The Mbow's out there. I see 71.
He's out there, but I also thought I saw 64.
No, he's playing left tackle. Stinny's at left guard. Mbow and Schlotman's at
Schlotman's the center.
still.
Okay, all right, then we were right. So yeah, Mbow. I will say Mbow's got a weird sort of really upright stance that I mean it must work for him, but it's not something I've seen. He's more straight up versus kind of a bent backwards a little bit. He's more upright. It's interesting.
Yeah, Andrew. Again, I have to go back and rewatch this because right now I'm distracted. But I thought so far the backup offensive line for the most part has done pretty well. I haven't seen any. There were a couple of plays where Dart had to move, but not like a jailbreak. And it wasn't like, oh my God, you know how like we're going like, oh my God, Banks, what are you doing? We haven't had one of these. Oh my God, Izudu, that's insane. We haven't we didn't. So and Mbow I think is a pretty solid right tackle. Schlotman can play center. So again, our backup offensive line, again, I have to go back and watch, but my reaction to this so far is our backup offensive linemen, some of which are our third teamers, are actually not doing bad. Like, Zudu's not a second team left tackle. Hudson's the second team left tackle. Thomas is the first team left tackle.
Right.
Schlotman may not even make the team. He's third. I think it depends on what they do in guard. The problem is that at right guard, say if John, let me give you this scenario. Say Schmitz got hurt, you move Van Roten to center, right?
Yes.
All right, then who's your right guard? Is it Evan Neal now? Because he can't get in the goddamn game.
I mean, right now it would have to be you probably move
Stinny. Is it Stinny?
If he makes the team, I would say right now Neal is a big question mark because there's no way that he's automatically made the team at this point. The Giants pulled the option off this contract, so this is it. He's done nothing to say anything in a game that things are different. I would say you could do. My wonder is, Illuminor is good enough. I mean, really good enough to play multiple positions that if you thought Mbow was a good tackle, you could drop Illuminor back inside and put Mbow as your right tackle. But that is moving multiple positions that the Giants were very unwilling to do last year, even though it made the most sense, and they didn't do it. So I think this is going to be one to watch. Yeah. I want to see. Here's the thing. If Izudu plays his way on this team, he has the ability to play both guard and tackle.
Your spammer's back, by the way.
I know. I'm getting them every time they pop up.
Sorry, I didn't even know.
No, you're fine. It's hard to keep up.
I know. It's so weird. I know it's all automated, but it's just so weird. It's just weird they'd pick us.
It's weird that it's all about the NFL. Why wouldn't you just do NFL? Like, where's NFL Plus? Why is this NFLCBS.com crap? Who cares? But yeah, it's an interesting thing. Neal is really hurting himself with what's happening to him right now. I know. I'm not sure what that means.
Good, Neal.
Just yeah. So we do get the first down. All right, 2nd and 15. Now we are officially in the 2-minute drive. This is 2 minutes right here.
The audience is keeping the hosts informed of what's going. This is not going the way we planned it.
It's it is what it is. Because not everybody else. Because there's other people trailing us.
You guys are keeping me relaxed. I will say this: you guys are keeping me relaxed. That and the beer is keeping me relaxed.
That's a nice.
Oh, look at that! Yeah. Now, did you see that? He stayed calm in the pocket. So it wasn't bad pass protection, but there was a lot of bodies all around him. That pocket was closing in on him, and he maneuvered. Did you see he maneuvered around in the pocket, stepped up? That's a play Daniel Jones doesn't make.
It's a little high on the pass to Washington right now, but it is another catch. Washington is working his way onto this team, man. He's a guy
that was a little high. I want to go back to that other play. You know, that last play reminded me of, you're going to go, give me a break. That reminded me of Phil Simms. That play where he moved around in the pocket like that was, to me, was very Phil Simms-esque. The way the pocket was closing in on him and he stepped up in the pocket like that.
He's Turbo Miller's being used in the passing game quite a bit today too. That's nice to see.
I'd like to go back and watch that play when this game's over, but maybe I'm over dramatizing it. But I really like the way he moved around in the pocket on that first play of the drive.
All right, there's 37. Giants called. Thank you, RD. Giants called timeout. Although when I saw T.O., I'm like, is that turnover? Did you just misspell touchdown, or did we call a timeout? We are a timeout. We called a running play that gets stuffed in the backfield. I like the fact that they let Dart play pretty much the first half. Wilson came in, did what he needed to do, looked good.
We might see Dart much of the third quarter. I don't know what it was. I mean, we could see DeVito, I guess. Do we see Jameis today? That was asked earlier. Do we see Jameis even? Does he? I
kind of feel like, what is the point of playing Jameis in the third quarter with a bunch of guys that aren't going to make the team? It doesn't do him any good. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't need to play those to learn stuff. I think if anything, the Giants are really like, we talked about this before. There's something to be said about the fact that Russell Wilson played and Dart played if Winston doesn't play at all.
Who dropped it, Neal? Oh shit! So it was 3rd and 5, and it's a drop.
That was Washington. I will say it was a little bit behind. I think Dart got it out just a little bit behind.
I'll be the judge of this. Well,
it is. He's turned around and a little bit more in the front side, but yeah, Washington's got to catch that ball though. If you want to make,
I got to see the replay of that. That's too bang bang.
It is a long throw from where he was.
Yeah, that should be more to the outside.
Yeah.
But it's not. Okay. I mean, but you can argue that the receiver should. Yeah, it's in his hands though. That's in his hands. But it should have been more to the outside.
If I accidentally just banned anybody, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to hit the spam ones, but then
a bunch
of text came in. I don't know. I think I got the spam ones only, but damn
But is there a way to check to see if you ban somebody by accident?
I think I can, but not here.
What if you ban Neal?
I didn't. Neal's still right there. I'm pretty positive.
Or Darren?
No, because Neal's would have disappeared. The ones I ban it ban and deletes. So. I was trying to do it, and then a bunch of texts came in at the same time.
Kevin,
I'm still here.
All right, so far, a big picture, not a bad first preseason game, right?
No, I would think
would have not liked to have seen Hudson with the penalties. Not that Hudson was a disaster. You just don't want to see the penalties.
And back.
Tay Banks is probably the biggest negative so far. Again, not a disaster, but not good. You know what I mean? It's not like he got burned, but you want him to turn around and make it turn around on that play. So Tay Banks playing again longer than you would expect. They're sending a message. I'm trying to think of negatives right now. What other negatives do we have? What's your biggest negatives? I'm trying to think.
Well, I think it's hard to it's twofold. There's the negative of the fact that Banks is still on the field, which to me says the Giants feel they need to send him a message that he's being worked. It's not because of depth, because you could have played whoever was the second corner earlier.
Right. No, it's clearly a message. We don't even have to debate. It's clearly a message.
And then it's his play with it. He's just not that guy. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. I don't see it with this guy. He's always somewhat nearby, but never makes the play. And he does get burned a lot right off the line, so especially if they're crossing away from him.
So he's still an open question mark. Jalen's an open question mark because he's
that's a huge.
Evan Neal's an open question mark because he's not playing.
I liked Dulcius was in the passing game. I like Theo Johnson, and I think Turbo Miller's acquitted himself quite nicely here.
Well, good news with Russell Wilson, he's throwing to the tight ends. That was a question. So Russell Wilson was throwing to the tight ends. I think I would say so far, I don't want to jinx it. So far, the offensive line has played pretty decently in the first half. Again, that may fall apart in the second half. We don't know. But I think they've been very respectable in this game overall.
Nice hustle by Alexander following the play, chasing it down and being in on the tackle.
Oh, I missed that. Let me see.
It's now 2nd and 3, 15 seconds left. Trubisky's he's played the entire first half for the Bills.
Which is good for us, which is good. Again,
sure. Playing against a real quarterback.
We're playing, I don't know who else is on the field for the Bills, but we're playing against their second-team quarterback, who's been a first team, who's been a first team.
Davis is the running back, and he had quite a bit of play last year. He's being counted on as a
So
guy.
we're not seeing we're not playing against schlubs right now.
Right,
So,
right.
I mean, Trubisky's been a starter in this league.
Oh my God! Well, that's not good.
What? There's only 15 seconds left. Did they score?
No, but they are in scoring position. We just gave up a deep pass, corner burned so badly.
Who? 39.
Whoa!
You can't let that happen.
Yeah, he is wide open with 15 seconds left. I don't know what you're doing.
I mean, the corner got burned, but where's the safety?
Hey, look, Banks is still on the field.
Who's 39? 39 is.
We're going really.
It's Fortune. It's the UDFA. But my question is, where's the safety?
Well, that was unfortunate.
Where's the safety?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I put that on either somebody screwed up or the defensive call there sucks. Why would you even be in that coverage?
I think though, if you're not game planning for real, like you're playing, I just want to see these guys in coverage, then you go ahead and do that. You're not overly concerned. You want to see them cover. If not, you would be playing a prevent right now. There would have been guys deep back there.
But
they're
playing a standard. But see, if our corners aren't hurt, that's out there right now. That's Trey Hawkins or Cordell Flott. That's what I was trying to say earlier.
Right.
That's not Fortune out there, or it's even Art Green. So that's where that was a fourth string corner getting beat right there. Well, that was unfortunate. I know what you're saying about the situation, but I don't understand that defensive call unless somebody screwed up.
I mean, all I can think is that you're playing it as if it was a normal down and distance, not counting the time.
Why didn't we just call timeout?
Well, we want to make their kicker think about it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It could just be, coaches practice stuff too, though, right? Like, I mean, like, okay, if it was this is what we would do. I think it's stupid in the preseason. Who cares? But I get it. I don't know why you would need to practice calling a timeout. I mean, though I will say, and that field goal is good, one of the things I've hated about this regime is their use of timeouts and clock management. I feel like that's been a sore spot. And if you include challenges with that as well, they challenge at the oddest times. The use of timeouts from time to time seem weird. Like, why do we bother doing it? But yeah, it's odd. And we left 2 seconds so that there has to be a kickoff.
I'm going on record that MS is one of the worst posters on BBI. He's just one of the. All right, a minute. No pass rush from our backups. Our backups are Abdul Carter and Chauncey Golston, but he doesn't seem to know that.
And honestly, too, though,
are Abdul Carter and Chauncey Golston.
You got to think about when football. Again, we've talked about this before, and this is and I know. RD, I'm not picking on you at all. In fact, I'm being clear. I'm not picking on. I'm using what you had said earlier. Even in a fully optimistic world, you still take that aside. Understand when you put a bunch of backup guys together, you can't expect that what kind of pass rush did you expect to have? Some of these guys aren't pass rushers at all. Durden is not a pass rusher, period. Let alone they have to work together. It's not like two backups and a bunch of starters. They're all backups.
That play broke down not because of the pass rush. That play broke down because of the coverage, number one. Number two, again, this gets back to the RD when we were talking to RD earlier. I'm not picking on you, RD. This isn't about you. The backups and the Giants aren't in the game. The backups are Abdul Carter and Chauncey Golston. Trace Ford, who's going to bring on the practice squad at best, is out there. So
there is a flag down. We did return the kickoff all the way to the 40. But there is a flag, and unless it's against the Bills, that'll end the half. But if it's against the Bills, we would get one free play. Let's see what's happening here.
Oh.
Who's it on?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. We scored. We've scored. We're past our
yes!
average.
Yes!
We're past our average points per game in one half already. Could the Giants hit 20 in one game? Because it's possible.
The Giants have decided to decline the penalty and just go in at half. So we could have gotten one free play, but I think that makes sense. You do one of those, throw it up there and stuff, and you get somebody hurt in a meaningless game. That'd be
I would have tried like that. What's that? I would have tried one play. I would have. You're probably right, John. But I want to break that 20-point barrier.
Dayball was talking to Dart on the way off the field. I'm curious to see, was that conversation about whether he's going to come back out and play, or maybe why he chose not to do that play right there. But I gotta say, Dart overall, I feel pretty good about this outing. Don't you? I mean, you saw what you wanted to see out of this outing, considering he didn't have any of the mainline guys to even throw to.
Wait a minute. I'm listening to you. I'm typing something. And the issue on that play was the defensive call or the safety.
Neal, absolutely, Neal, right there. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I would say there were 2 passes that you could call drops. A couple were off target. There was a couple of deflections. Overall, I am happy with that stat line. I mean, hell, that would be in seasons past. That's somebody's stat line at the end of a game and take the touchdown off. It'd be like 12 out of 19 for 154, and we're like, well, he didn't turn it over. That's a great pass to Humphries. So that was right where it needed to be. And I don't mean to dominate the conversation here, but
no, it's dominant.
The dump off passes, the screen passes, I want to see that too. That's something the Giants have been sorely lacking. Even back to Eli, who was not great at it, but Jones just absolutely sucked at it.
All right, let's go over, because you've already started.
Yeah,
let's start defense or offense. What do you want to talk about first?
Dealer's choice. Dealer's choice. You go ahead.
Let's start with defense. I thought the first team defense minus Dexter Lawrence. Was there anyone else missing? Who else was missing on defense? Let me look at my tweet on this. Wait a minute. I'll tell you who was not playing according to the reporters. Dexter Lawrence did not play. Malik Neighbors, Slayton, Scadaboo, Hyatt, Flott, Art Green, Evan Neal, Trey Hawkins. At least those guys did not play. Maybe others, but those ones did not play. I think minus Dexter Lawrence, the first team defense looked pretty good. Granted, Josh Allen wasn't out there. Let's be fair. Josh Allen wasn't out there. There was one play where you said, as you mentioned, they got lucky that they got pinned inside, or they might have bounced a bigger run on the outside, the back trip.
But that was the second team defense, though.
I think you said Kayvon. I think
Thibodeau was still on the field, but we had already pulled some of the other guys out because Burns wasn't. Thibodeau was playing Burns' spot.
I thought Abdul Carter, and I have to go back and look at it. I thought Abdul Carter, in the limited snaps he got, already made an impact. There were at least 2 plays that I saw where he influenced the play. So I thought Abdul Carter looked good. So imagine that with Dexter Lawrence and Kayvon. And so I thought that they looked good. Even that with Banks being out on the field with the starters, the first team defense I thought looked good. When they went to the second team, which wasn't really the second team, it was, again, a mismatch of second, third, and fourth teamers. They went right down the field and scored. That was the worst part of the game to me in terms of overall team defense. And the only other negative, as we already talked about, was Banks turn around and play the ball. I thought there were some missed tackles on that one drive that they scored on. Chris Board missed a tackle. Somebody else missed a tackle. I can't think of right now. I'd have to go back. But I thought overall the defense, for the most part, except, again, that play at the end, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that defensive call was. Fortune, obviously, in a normal situation, is not on the field. It's Art Green or Hawkins or Flott in that spot. But I thought our span guy. But I thought the defense was for the starters in particular was pretty good.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I liked was you saw the safeties, which we weren't sure if those guys were going to play. Like, we weren't sure last night when we did this if any of the starters were going to play. The safeties.
It looks like all of them except Malik. I mean, that's on a defense except Dexter played, right?
I believe so. Well, in the second corner, because Banks.
Oh,
started,
you mean Cordell? You mean Cordell Flott? Right? Well,
yeah, actually, you're right, because it really is. Yeah, you're right. So everybody was except for
Dexter, right?
The safeties played really well. They came up and hit. McFadden had a good hit. He came up with a nice, solid tackle. I kind of
Who
like
was our starting defensive tackles? Did you see who when it was probably Nunez, Roches, and Harris, Roy
And
Robertson
I
Harris?
believe so, because Roy Robertson Harris was in later when Carter came in and was playing the outside, and it was Robertson and Chapman were at the tackle spots on that one pass play. Goddamn bot is really pissing me off. Yeah, I think the bulk of our defense played, but I really like what I saw from the secondary guys. I cannot stand Banks as being. I'm sorry. It's really bugging me.
Well,
That is that's a major whiff to see. He's gone so far downhill so fast. And don't give me the shit that it's just because it's not Wink's defense. That's bullshit. If you can't play just because it's not Wink Martindale, then I'm sorry. You just weren't good enough to be a first round pick to begin with.
right. But again, it's going to sound like I'm overly defending him. It's not that he's getting blown away. He's got to turn around and play the ball. So it wasn't like he was getting. Last year, what we saw was this: he had good games and bad games to start the season, and then we saw a lack of effort from him. And then by the end of the season, he looked like a complete mess. He doesn't look like the complete mess he did at the end of last season, and he doesn't look like the effort's not there. It's this annoying habit he has of not turning around still and playing the ball. That, to me, that's what showed up in this game so far. So I think you're being a little harsh on him in the sense that we're not talking about Jeremy Lincoln bad with him in this game. It's that deep pass that was an incomplete pass that you were like, turn around.
Well, it's not, but it wasn't just that. It was the running play that he didn't.
I didn't think that. I thought Chris Board was a bigger problem on that.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not seeing him put the effort in to make that stop. And then it was the pass play right before it. The guy just gets off the line and just cuts
the running play that you're talking about. He's the one who made the tackle. You just don't like that he didn't make the tackle earlier. I mean,
no offense, you or I, if we're running, could just push a guy and have him go out of bounds if you're running in the same direction he's running. He didn't forcibly stop the dude. He basically just rode to the sidelines.
I think if you go back and rewatch that play, it's not what you again. I think you and I are looking at this differently through our subjective lenses. I don't.
Could be. I'll give you that.
I don't think that play was that bad on him. I think
the pass play before bothered me more though. He let the guy just come off the line and cut straight across, and then he was burned instantly. And we're not talking, Shakir. We're not talking Keon Coleman. We're not talking Curtis Samuel. These are their backup wide receivers, and you got burned right away.
But that was a short pass, and that happens. We saw Jaylin Hyatt burn Paulson Adebo in training camp on an out route. That doesn't mean Paulson Adebo sucks.
Unless I see him in a game, it never happened.
Okay. Corners are going to get burned. It's just this number of times they get burned. Again, all right. My point is I'm not trying to say Banks is playing better than he is. He isn't. I just don't think he's playing as bad as you think he is. The play that sticks out to me is the one that was an incomplete pass where he didn't turn around and play the ball. That's what stood out.
So I'm going to put this up on the screen, and then I'm going to ask you the same. We talked about it. But don't you think the fact that Banks is still playing when he's right now the number one? He's the number one. I guess you call him cornerback 2. It used to be right and left corner. He's the number 1 left corner. Isn't that a message this deep? And what does that say, though? What message are you trying to send? Like, start playing better? Or is this, we just want to see you? Or is this hey, we're going to ride. This is what you're going to pay for the effort you've been given, or you're just not doing things.
I don't think it's an effort thing. I think they want him to play better. I think it's a combination of, you need to work on your craft. And if you don't play better, you don't get the reward of coming to the sidelines and taking a break. I think it's a combination of the two. I think it's the coaching staff that says you need to work. That's why it's, what's worse than Tay Banks is Evan Neal and Jaylin Hyatt, because they need the work and they're not even in the freaking game. You've heard me defend Jaylin Hyatt before. I'm really pissed at Jaylin Hyatt, and I'm really pissed at Evan Neal. Get your fannies on the field. And I don't care what you have right now. Get on the field and practice. Your careers are at stake right now. And I know you don't like Tay Banks' attitude, but Jaylin Hyatt's attitude is rubbing me the wrong way right now. It's like,
absolutely
on the field. Stop acting entitled. You've proven nothing. And right now, get out there. Unless you've got, and I don't think, again, I don't.
Has
think
anybody seen any reason? Has there
No,
been any put
none.
out why he didn't play today?
And he was in practice on Thursday. So what the hell happened? It was a walkthrough.
Is there anything to say that maybe this is not injury related?
We don't know anything. We don't have any idea why he's not playing. We have no idea why he's not playing. And I did see somebody tweet out, which I didn't think about before, that when you put on a lot of weight like he did, you're more vulnerable to having soft tissue injury issues if you rapidly put on a lot of weight and you're not used to it. So again, I'm not saying that's what he has. I'm just saying when I read that, I'm like, oh, that's a good point. If you put on 25 pounds and you're 170 pounds to begin with, you might be prone to pulling something.
Well, that is true, but how do you do that from a walkthrough to traveling to Buffalo and get injured?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing.
Maybe he got pulled a hamstring going to the Coke machine in the lobby. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm really pissed about this. So I'm more pissed about that, and I'm more pissed about Evan Neal than I am. Like I said, I tweeted out, was it yesterday or the day before? You got to be shitting me with Evan Neal.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And then about 30 minutes before the game, they said Ryan Dunleavy said Jaylin Hyatt's not playing, or somebody said Connor Hughes. One of those two said that he's not playing. I'm like, what the hell? So, anyways,
the Neal piece, I guess that doesn't bother me as much as Hyatt's does. Because
because both of them.
Well, no. Let me finish.
Okay.
I don't mean it from important level or whatever. The part with Neal is something happened where they were looking at him injured-wise in practice. Hyatt finished the week of practice and was fine, supposedly. No one pulled him off the field. There was no question about him playing. Nothing. And then all of a sudden,
no one pulled Neal off the field though either.
But
we never saw Neal leave the field. We just found out that he wasn't practicing in the walkthrough. So he finished the day before they had a regular practice. He didn't come off the field.
But he did. But he missed practice. Hyatt did.
He missed the walkthrough. He missed the walk.
Same thing. Hyatt didn't. So something happened since the walkthrough to now, which basically means what? Dragging your suitcase, getting on the bus, getting on the plane. What the hell happened?
With the only caveat in being perhaps the reporters did not see him not on the field on Thursday, but I don't think that was the case. So maybe the reporters didn't notice that Hyatt wasn't on the field during the walkthrough. We do have to put that out there. So again, the team is not reporting injuries, and the team is not telling us who's practicing and practicing. It's down to the reporters who are standing on the sidelines to go, who's here and who's not here. And there are 90 players, 91, and they've got to kind of sort of scan the field and say, geez, somebody's missing. So I think they would have noticed. But if there is a chance, again, I'm not defending him. I'm just saying that's the only, because if it's not that, then like you're saying, what changed? So
of the player more at risk, I got to say Hyatt's the one more at risk. The reason being is
that's my point. Yeah,
Gabe Davis is sitting out there, and he's not the only receiver that the Giants could go get. There are going to be people that get cut from other teams that are going to be quality players. Some of them are going to be salary cap reasons. By the way, I believe Keenan Allen is still sitting out there. There are some veteran guys still sitting out there that might be looking for jobs. So if I'm Jaylin Hyatt, you are not guaranteed of being on this team, dude. You had better do everything.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is right now, because let's be brutally honest. This training camp has not gone the way Jaylin Hyatt or the Giants would want it for him. So He was hurt. He missed a few days. I think he missed 3. I'd have to go back and check. I think he missed 3 days early in camp. Came back. He's been all right. He's had some decent reps including against first-team players, but nothing spectacular. And the first game he has a chance to play, he's not playing it. So this has not gone well for him. And it's not gone well for Evan Neal. Evan Neal had the good news for him is he was playing right guard a lot in the OTAs and in the summer training camp. But and we all know this. We all talked about it. Every fan knows this was a big game for him. And he's not here.
So we're kicking off. We're about
to
kick off.
We didn't talk offense, but we'll do that a little bit later. But I'm curious to see who's playing quarterback.
Yeah, so we'll start out on defense first. Our foreign kicker is kicking off.
Oh, again, Steven, we're not. Again, I know we're sounding negative. There's way more positive in this game than negative. There's way more. We unfortunately we got sidetracked with the negatives. So yeah, So,
well, and it was more. I mean, it's more negative specifically about those two players, right? Like it's.
three.
I mean,
Well,
you could include Banks, but I mean,
yeah,
we were last talking about Neal and
yeah.
Hyatt. Those guys. I mean, Neal's a first round pick, a high first round pick that we really hoped would be something, and at this point, salvaging his career at
We're
guard
all,
is where we were hoping, and
let's
now
see.
you're not even on the field.
One's a top 7 pick, another one's another first round pick, and another one was the one that we traded up for in the third round for. So these are all premium picks. So
So
that's what's kind of. I mean, if we were talking about 5th rounders, that'd be a different.
I'm
That'd be a
going to
different
count
story.
on you with some of these number wise because I haven't kept up on some of the numbers. 96 is the nose.
All right, well, let me get this. I'm sorry, I got to pull up my roster again.
I'm waiting now because it's the Bills
It's
broadcast.
Jeremiah Ledbetter.
Okay, so he was the nose on that play.
33 is on the
33 is on the
D.
field.
D. Williams is out. So we're really down at the bottom of the depth chart.
So we got Lando Calrissian and now
yes.
Mike White's the quarterback on the other side.
So again, everyone don't freak out what you see here. This is a mismatch of guys from 3rd, 4th team guys. I got to see. They're showing the Bills right now.
Fortune just missed a play there. He was in good coverage. It's not a great pass by Mike White, but in fact, Fortune should have picked that off. That's actually, you had a chance to make a game-changing play, and it went right through. I think it's Fortune. Is he 30? Fortune 30?
Let me see. I didn't think. No, that was 39 was Fortune.
Oh, 30, sorry. So 30 is
who's 30? Who? Oh, that's TJ Moore. That was the tryout player that we signed. He wasn't even a UDFA. He was the tryout player.
Oh, there we go. All right. DJ Davidson with the sack.
See, now why was DJ Davidson?
That's not a good sign that he's playing so late.
Why was DJ Davidson playing before? But even on their depth chart, remember, Durden's way below. Oh, so I like that.
98, 90, and 91 were all on the field at the same time.
Now that's kind of weird. So now we're playing some of our second teamers or third teamers are now ahead of in the other defense. We had 4th teamers up front. So it's kind of weird what they're doing here. That's good to see from Davidson, though. So that means Davidson is not hurt. That whole thing where he went away for like a few days because of personal issues, that was never explained.
Right.
But obviously he's not hurt.
Let's see who's going to be quarterback here. Yeah, it is weird. You know, RD, good point. The depth chart might not mean a whole lot at the moment. In this game, too, the Giants might be trying to group personnel together in such a way. You might not want so much inexperience all in the front 7. Neal is saying Winston's the quarterback. That's interesting that they played him after.
So Darren, you made a point earlier too. Yeah, people keep slipping on this turf. It's both sides, both player teams have been slipping on this turf, which is weird. Yeah, Jameis is coming in. So let's wrap up on Dart while we're waiting. Again, I'm behind you guys. The play hasn't started yet, right?
It was offsetting penalties. They're still kind of working
out. So Dart, you're relatively pleased, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And there were a couple of wow plays. So my wow plays were the touchdown throw. Awesome. I'm really impressed with the way he navigated the pocket on that one play that I keep emphasizing in. There was that one run that he ran up the middle. I would have liked to have slide at the end of that, but that was a cool play. A lot of his throws were short. There were a couple of plays that were slightly off the mark, but like there's the one to Montreal, Washington that could have been more to the outside, but still could have been caught. But I thought Jackson Dart didn't look uncomfortable, didn't look out of place.
The special teams play is going to be run again. They're going to punt again, offsetting penalties, and they're going to punt again. I thought
the early returns on Dart were good, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that one of his runs, he showed a lot of athleticism. The difference between him and Jones could take off and run, but he was very lanky. And he wasn't good. He wasn't quick in making movement changes. He would run and he would take some really brutal shots. I think Dart gives you a little more. He's more fluid, little fluidity in his movements, and so his runs are going to be a little different. He showed some speed up the middle. Showed some elusiveness. I like it. I like the passing part. I thought that deep pass down the side was right where it needed to be.
The touchdown? You're talking about the touchdown?
Yeah, the touchdown. Yeah. I really think that you couldn't have asked for him to play, a whole lot better, all things considered, with everything he's had out on the field with him. I thought he looked pretty good.
I thought he looked pretty good. I thought the best thing for me too was he didn't seem nervous. He didn't seem the moment wasn't too big for him. And before people say it's a preseason game, it's a big deal for the college kid to come out in an NFL stadium for the first time. And this is, the nerves are going to be there.
Sure.
I mean, and he's on and he's got to live up to the hype. And I thought he played very calm. I liked Andrew, I'm reading your comment here. I agree with that. And I know people say I'm piling on Daniel. I defended Daniel for the first 3 years because I always subscribed to the viewpoint that you got to give a draft pick at least 2, but probably 3 years to like. And if after 3 years you're not seeing it, you're probably not going to see it. And that's why this year is so big for Jaylin, and he's screwing up. And again, Neal, he's been hurt or he sucked. And that's why this was so big for him, because right now it's at that point where you're hearing it from me. All right, Jaylin, now you're officially, I'm now moving to John's position on Jaylin. It's like, all right, your time at it's Cinderella time. The clock has struck midnight.
Yeah.
It's time. And if we find out this upcoming week, he's going to be out for another week, then I'm signing Gabe Davis at that point. If Gabe Davis can pass the physical, if Jaylin Hyatt is out during the week with the Jets and Gabe Davis can pass the physical, I'm moving on at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to do something. I mean, Davis is a question mark because of health for sure. You're right about that. I think you might have to go get somebody, period. Like if it's not going to be Davis, you can't count let's say there's some other reason why.
Oh, there's no one else out there right now. You have to wait for cut downs.
Well, no, that's not true. There are veterans not signed.
But who? I mean, but is it anyone any good? I mean, who's out there?
Keenan Allen is still out there unsigned.
Yeah, but he's not that. I mean, he wasn't very good last year. I mean,
that's like bringing
in. Who's that? Remember that receiver we got from Detroit, Moore?
Herman Moore. No. That is not. Herman Moore came off basically middle of the season, having done nothing in a year and a half, and then they were like, "Well, we'll just try."
Yeah, but Keenan Allen wasn't very good last year. I mean,
look at his stats. It was better than what.
I'd rather get Gabe Davis at that point.
Well, I agree, but if his knee's not, I don't want to get a guy with a.
No, I agree with that too, but.
Now, New Orleans is always a place to look at if you want to go get a receiver if you send him a quarterback. I'm just, spitballing here.
Well,
I think Amari Cooper retired. Cooper retired. There's Amari Cooper's listed out in the chat.
Well, what about that? What Olave with the Saints? Is he still? Wasn't he on the market at one point?
Supposedly, but you really got to be careful about
the
thing with him.
But at this point, beggars can't be choosers either. I mean, so if you can swap him for DeVito, I'd do that. I mean, I don't know.
So Neal just said, I haven't seen a play yet, so I don't know. Neal said Buffalo blitzing, so. They do run up the guy from deep back. And then once again, even tall Jameis gets the pass tipped and knocked down.
You guys are way ahead of me. I'm listening to a Bill chatting on the sideline. Right
Deion Dawkins. Yeah, no, I was seeing that too.
Oh, they are Brent blitzing. Oh, that could have been trouble because of the tip. So that's like the third tip pass. I don't blame the quarterback so much on that, though. That was interesting comment that Shane Bowen had this week, that he has been relatively pleased with the amount of turnovers they've been creating and the defense as a whole. But he said he wants to see them get their hands up more to deflect more passes at the line of scrimmage. I thought that was a very specific comment to make.
That's your Keenan Allen sucked last year. 70 receptions and 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, but the reason why
we're a shitty Bear team.
Yeah, but he's not that good anymore. I mean, again, when we did our
you'd be signing for a fourth receiver, not to be the number one.
That's true. That's true.
I mean,
but have you noticed that we get into this pattern of signing old wide receivers, and they come here and they do nothing for us? I mean, it seems like we've had 3 or 4 of those guys where we're like, let's get the old. Even remember before Victor Cruz got hurt, we had who's the slot receiver that was supposed to be the guy before? That's why Victor became Victor, because the slot receiver we signed got hurt and Victor came in. And that was the big Philadelphia game where he broke out against the Eagles.
Didn't we sign Brandon Stokely? Was it
Stokely. It was Stokely.
Yeah.
It was Brandon Stokely. Thank you. Yep, it was him. So it's like we get these guys at the end of their career, and they've never. Let me put it this way: the first guy that we sign at wide receiver at the end of his career who does anything for us, it'll be new to me, unless I'm forgetting somebody. They seem to always like, oh, we got Herman Moore, or we got Stokely, or we got Cole Beasley, or whoever we get. It's always like, well, that didn't go well. They're usually on IR like after a game. Wait, I missed all of that. What happened?
It was an incomplete pass. Who is
Shit,
who's the
I missed all of that.
Who's the receiver with number 0?
Tate. There's another one. Though Tate did have one of the
Tate
moments.
He had a
moment with Daniel Jones, that 4th and something pass, but then
no. The 2019 season. Wasn't it 2019? He had a pretty decent year.
Yeah, he did, and there was that one great play.
That was Jones's best year, by the way. I mean,
and he had that one great play on 4th and goal, or it was like 4th and 19 or something against the Bears, and they scored a touchdown on it. It was a great throw by Jones.
Well, he had like a 50-some-odd yard touchdown against the Patriots in that rainstorm. I was actually in Vegas at the time watching that game, but yeah, he went downhill fast from there, but. Oh, was that Gunner? All right.
Yeah, it must have been Gunner. So, yeah, we need to stop the Gunner hype. I know he had a good practice this week, but if Gunner makes the team Gunner has to beat out Amir Smith-Marset, and I don't think he's going to do that. Nothing against Gunner. Hell, Gunner may end up in the practice squad with us. I don't think it's a good sign of Gunner's like the 5th or 6th wide receiver on this team.
I think right now the big thing is that Beau Collins
Marshall was another one.
Beau Collins was getting a lot of time, and then he got injured.
Yes.
So, and Wells is the guy we want to watch for now too, and we haven't seen anything of him yet.
So a week ago, let's just say a week ago, it was starting to look like the wide receivers on the Giants were going to be Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton. So 2 of those guys are hurt. Hyatt, where the hell are you? And why are you not playing? Like John says, are you even hurt? Why is he not even on the team playing? Amir Smith-Marset, because he's a returner, and plus he's been the backup slot guy behind Wan'Dale.
Right.
And then Beau Collins. Beau Collins was, they even rolled him out for a media day. They had him come out and talk. And then they rolled out, after he got hurt, Montrell Washington. So it seemed to kind of me that like Beau Collins and Montrell Washington were the guys pushing for that 6th spot. So the point is, why I'm saying this is 3 of the guys we're talking about there aren't playing today. Neighbors, Slayton, Beau Collins are 3 of the guys that might be 3 of the 6 guys that are on the team. The other ones being Smith-Marset, Robinson, and Jaylin. Oh, 4. So 4 of the 6 guys we're talking about didn't even play in this game. Right. So that's why you have to take that into account when we're watching this game right now. So I don't think Beau Collins is seriously hurt because he's been on the sideline and he's been working with the trainers, but he's missing valuable time. And I think they really like him. So the question is can he get back fast enough? I think this Jets week is so important to so many people. And right now, to me, it's absolutely critical for Jaylin Hyatt and Evan Neal to get back this week, or you kind of got to move on from them a little bit. I'm not saying they will get cut, but maybe Jaylin would. Maybe Jaylin does get cut. I don't know. I mean, if you like Montrell Washington and you like Beau Collins, and Jaylin can't get on the freaking field.
So what has he done that would put him in such demand across the NFL, period? Everything would be based on hope.
Chris Board. All right. So I'm sorry. What did you? What was?
I'm talking about Jaylin Hyatt. I'm saying if he got cut, where's his demand in the NFL? I mean, anybody signing him, it would just be purely on hope, not on anything he's done on the field to prove it. He's done very little on the
field. Jaylin Hyatt would probably end up on a practice squad by a team that liked him in the draft and thought, you know what, we're going to see if we can develop him. That would be my guess. Bad run defense there. I mean, in terms of tackling. Again, I want to see who's missing
that's
tackles
bad.
there.
That's bad.
I want to see who's missing. Is that
31?
Is he related to Frank Gore?
He's his son.
Oh, wow. All right, let me see who missed the tackle here. Nick Jones.
Yeah, that was a bad attempt. There's another bad tackling display, but
now Nick Jones has a chance to make this team, but he's got to make that tackle. Nick Jones is one of those guys that could. So RD, when we were talking earlier, that's a bad sign for Nick Jones. Well, there's another missed tackle by him.
Well, no, but I'll say this though, right there, Neal's right. DJ Davison absolutely drove the center right back into the backfield. He was being held. That should have been a holding.
No, I get that, but on the cutback here, Nick Jones missed another tackle.
Oh no, I got you.
So he was getting partially blocked on the play. Maybe I'm being a little too hard.
But I need you. DJ Davison actually has to dominate if he's going to be out there. Because if you're going to make the team, that's a second drop by the tight end. If you're going to make the team, you've got to beat backups that you're going against to be a backup on the Giants. Because at some point you might have to actually play. And if you're just being stonewalled by these guys, you're not going anywhere. So it's good to see him getting some move. He is talented. It's just he has not been able to stay healthy and seen for any length of time.
All right, in terms of the people that are on the field, I would like to see Deontay Johnson do something. Like you said, DJ Davidson's out there. I was hoping to see more from Chris Board, but so far I haven't been overly impressed with Board. D. Williams is out there. I don't think he's making the squad. Who's 34? He's in the secondary.
Is that Lane?
No, that was 43. 34 is Wallace, the safety. Oh, now that was good coverage.
And they got a good push.
Okay.
So we'll
that's
take
a good
that.
play by D. Williams. He was right
that.
there. I didn't see the push, but I have to watch it again. It's hard for me to see. Again, the guys in the comment section, you can catch things for us too. If something impresses you, we have so many sets of eyes watching. You guys, if you see something on the field that really impresses you, throw it out there.
I'm not blocking Neal. David O. So he can spoil shit. I'm not blocking Neal.
I thought Lane was 43. Is Lane 41? I got him down as.
I'm relying on you for the numbers for these guys. Like when we deal with the real roster, no problem. But right now, I'm kind of like I'm like, who the hell's that guy?
Why is the crowd cheering? I just missed. Did something?
There's a penalty on the Giants. Penalty on the Giants.
Oh. No, 63-yard punt plus the penalty. Shit. You never know what you're going to get from Jameis either, because it's either interception or touchdown.
It's weird though for him. If he's the true number 2, it is odd that you would play him at this point of time in a game with so many players that are probably not making this team, period, including the guys blocking for him.
It is weird, but I'm glad they played Dart with the better players.
Oh, I agree.
I'm glad they played Dart. So that's the only reason why I think they would do it. I think what you would have done, I'm guessing, I don't want to put words in your mouth, you would have said DeVito would be in by now, right?
I mean, I don't see the point of putting him in. You know what I mean? Like it's not really worth it to me, because
reference here.
It's not really worth it to me, because you're not gonna learn anything about Winston, right? In fact, and if anything, you actually risk him doing some of his bad habit stuff in where he's just kind of trying to be a one-man team sort of thing.
Right.
And then how does he feel about it? Like you're coming in, I'm the backup, but I am coming in playing with everybody who's not after the guy. I don't know. It's a little weird. Like I think it would have been easier if you just didn't play him at all and just explained, okay, you're the backup, I'm not playing you. We're going to get Darn. I don't want you playing with a bunch, with everybody else. We'll let DeVito run that. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's something to think about. I'm not losing sleep over it. But you're correct. Nothing you said is incorrect. I do think it's an indication that Winston is the number 2 quarterback on this team, and they want to get him ready.
Is it, or is Dart, or does it say that Dart has a chance to be the number 2?
I won't say he doesn't definitely, but again, early in the season, if I'm playing Kansas City or I'm playing Chargers, I'm not sure I'm throwing Dart out there that early yet.
I didn't realize
you don't want to wreck him. I mean, I
didn't realize Neal was older than me. All right. Nice.
I'm checking on the number if I got it wrong with Lane too. I want to see if on Giants.com. He's 43. So Lane is 43. Neal, it's not 41. He's 43. And that doesn't mean I don't get these numbers wrong, but sometimes they sneaky kind of change them on you. God damn this bot.
I know. It's a different one each time, though. That's the thing.
I know. I wish there was a way you can automatically sort of know it, sort of block incoming bot, but there's no way to do that. Let's check. Ooh, the thread on BBI is blowing up. There's a lot of comments. It seems like most people are pleased by the first half.
Good. I mean, they should be. I mean, I don't know how you can't be. Like, what did you want to see? You know, it's not like we were playing our full starters and the Bills are playing their full starters. It's a chance to. The fact that Wilson played was everything that at the very end of last night that we talked about. That I said if you're going to be a true leader, that you want to be out there for at least a series, especially when you're hearing guys like Mahomes are going to play. You know, you gotta have some. You've had no time with this team. You got to get some reps in there.
Oh, you got November 1969.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there's some comments. The same comments I'm seeing on BBI are similar to us. We probably didn't give Turbo enough credit. He looked pretty sharp too. Somebody mentioned Turbo looking pretty good in the first half too. Again, I don't want to jinx him. Eric is very superstitious. I'm going to sound like Jimmy and Seinfeld. Jimmy's pretty sweet on Oline. Eric's pretty superstitious. Sometimes I don't like this. I don't like the jinx thing. So I don't want Turbo to fumble here or something like that. And Neal's still ahead of us. I hope this is a good thing.
Well, I just means
at 3 now. Oh,
yeah, he made it. Well, he made a catch and he just went right out of bounds short of the first down.
You guys are ahead of me again.
Honestly, you got to make that catch and turn upfield if you don't know where you are. Like, you don't just run out of bounds. He literally took it backwards out and he came up a yard short.
So now I'm going to see it here. Could he have done that, or does momentum take him out there?
It's nitpicking a little bit. But, I mean, you got to get under control, catch that ball, and not just like, oh, I'm catching and going out of bounds. You got to plant your feet and try to push back over the first down marker. Like, don't avoid the hit.
All right, I gotta focus here. All right.
It is hard.
We've officially reached the part of the game, guys, and I think you all know this, that it's not going to be pretty. This is the part of the game that everyone but the diehards usually turn off. Don't pay attention to, and you'll always get somebody overreact to the final score one way or the other. So we've reached a part of the game right now that everybody on the field is kind of fighting for jobs, and it's not going to be pretty. And just you don't want injuries. We don't want any injuries, but you kind of, at this point, you're just kind of hoping some players that you really like show something and you get out of the game pretty healthy. That's kind of where John, what are you looking for at this point? I mean, is that kind of what I guess we have to see who's on the field, but is there somebody on the field right now we have to see? I mean, I got a commercial. Do you have a commercial?
Yeah, I get commercial.
Yeah. Is there somebody, is there anything at this point where you're like, I want to see something?
Yeah, I would like to see. I don't know if he's even on the field anymore or if he's going to be. I wouldn't mind seeing Mbow come back in and play a little left tackle. I want to see Cambray get some playing time. I want to try to pay attention to him on specials. The Giants have been kind of really pointing him out a little bit. He had that one chance, did not come up with the pass. And then sometimes that's the difference of making a team or don't make. You got to make the plays when you get the opportunity. And then I kind of on defense, I want to see DJ Davidson play a little bit more. See what he can do push-wise, because I think the Giants are going to be in the market possibly for another defensive lineman who gets cut by somebody else to be that last guy of the rotation. And I think they're going to be corners, another one to look at. And I wouldn't be so sure that wide receiver's not one that they're going to keep their eyes on. So guys got to step up.
Yeah, and right now, again, it's unofficial. Right now, Davidson's the third string tackle too. So according to the unofficial depth chart, the nose tackles, which the one that no one's talking about, would surprise me, they have Elijah Chapman as the backup nose tackle. That was like, right. Really? I thought it was going to be Nunez Roches there, but in the real game, I would think they would move Nunez Roches there, but who knows? But right now, Davidson, the guys kind of like who have to fight for that final spot are Riley, Durden, who played really early in this game, Ledbetter, who you just asked about, 96. You were like, who's 96? And Elijah Garcia, who was in earlier. I did see Elijah Garcia in there. I think the guys that are kind of who have made this team already are Dexter Lawrence. Unfortunately, maybe fortunately or unfortunately, I know how John feels about this. I think Nunez Roches is making this team. I think Lawrence, Nunez Roches, Chapman, Robertson Harris, Darius Alexander are probably making the team. The question is Davidson making the team, or is there somebody, like John said, better out there than him? So I think the other guys are probably are on the outside looking in. That's why I thought Corey Durden playing so early was kind of interesting to me, unless something's going on in camp that hasn't been reported by anybody. I thought that was very interesting.
Right. No, I think it's a good point. And then now it's really just, I don't know how much you can make of any of the actual results. It's more individual.
Yes.
What you're looking at, because there's so many guys out there.
If the Giants lose this game 20-16 or 17-16, don't freak out, guys. At this point, this is not about winning the game at this point. This is about performances at this point. I want them to win. I'll feel better if they win. Do you remember that preseason game that ended on the play where the Giants intercepted the ball, but the guy got stripped in the end zone, and it was Coughlin was there. And,
it was Jacksonville, wasn't it? Weren't we playing? It was either Jacksonville or Carolina that we were playing.
It might have been Jacksonville. It might have been that rings a bell, Jacksonville. But that was like,
that was bad. That was really bad.
Oh, Neal, you are still with us. You're focused. You're zoned in on this game. He's like us. We're not going. Neal's not going anywhere.
It's
who's number 4 on the Bills? Why are they showing him? I don't know who that is.
Wasn't that Curtis Samuel last year?
No, who's that in coverage?
No, it's the running back.
38. Who is that?
See, normally I would look everything up on my phone, but I'm using the phone to watch the game, so I'm like,
that was Makari Page. That wasn't bad coverage by Makari Page. That was the undrafted free agent from Michigan.
Oh, I thought you were asking about who was
No, he was in cover. It was a bad pass, but he was right with the guy. They're going for it.
Well, they're going to get it. They're going to get it.
That's
a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Wide open. That's is that DJ
let's see what happens.
Hammer, whatever the hell his name is. He was a Broncos draft pick.
Yeah, somebody
KJ. That guy can return kicks too. I mean, he's struggled to find a footing in the NFL, but at one point with the Broncos, he was looking like he might have a career.
That was Nick Jones trailing. What was it? Nick Jones's fault. If it was Nick Jones, he's having a little bit of a rough game.
It's hard for me to think that was Jones's guy to begin with, because the receiver came from the left across the field. Now, maybe he was supposed to drop back to get him.
That's the second time in this game that we've seen, like he just said, the Bills coverage guys. I mean, the guys that are covering the game, that there's no safety. So again, is that a safety problem?
Yeah, that's a good question on that play. The way that came was across the field. We brought a rush. We pushed him out of the pocket. That's blown cover. Yeah, no, you know what? I'm wrong. Nick Jones got burned. He just lost where his guy was. Yeah, you can't do that. But we did get pressure. We did bring a rush. It looks like we brought did we bring a safety? I think we brought a safety on. Yes, thank you, Chewy. But yeah, keep an eye on KJ Hamler. The guy can return. He can return kicks. He can play wide receiver. If he's a guy that gets on the waiver wire and the Giants need a guy deeper in who they want, someone who can also potentially play specials, keep an eye on other teams. This is another thing we need to pay attention to is unlike in previous years where we were kind of scouring for almost anybody and everybody, there are going to be some very specific positions that we might be looking for.
I missed that, Chewy. If he blitzed again, I have to rewatch.
He did. The safety
blitz?
came.
Okay.
Was it 38? I think it was 38.
38 again.
I mean,
38.
don't hold me to that number. I thought
His
that
page. His page
yeah.
again.
So he came in on blitz, which forced White out to the right. God, I hate these kickoff formations.
It's so weird to me.
Oh, damn. Is that Turbo that returned it?
What number was it?
It's hard to tell. His hair was covering the back of his uniform. It looked like 25, but
Oh, you're right. Damn.
bam.
Yeah, it's Turbo.
Yeah, he took that right in the. Thank God it was more up in the thigh and a little less right on a knee planted. That would have been bad.
Yeah, we do not need another running back to go down. Just from a we don't want to have to bring in another running back for fodder purposes, and you don't want to have people on injured reserve that are taking up salary cap. So
Right.
23 looking good. We ran another good screen pass.
These bots are like really.
Somebody said Jonathan Ward made a
Nice. Yeah, that is Ward that just did a great play right there. That was nice.
Are we saying the Giants can finally run screens? Is that what we?
I believe that is what we're saying.
Oh, look, it is a beautiful screen. Look at the blockers out front. That's awesome.
So Felton is on the field, number 9.
For a third quarter of a first preseason game, to have a screen executed that well is actually something. If you got third team offensive linemen who aren't getting penalized,
hold on. That's what I want to say about that. The Giants seem to have Azudu is back at left tackle. So I think they're doing it with Winston in. They put Zudu back at left tackle.
Fact that line could execute that play in the first preseason game is
here we go.
Really good sign. That was awesome. You haven't seen the Giants run first team line don't do that well in the last decade. That was actually really well. Did you see all the wall of guys he had in front of him on that play? That was awesome.
I like the following play is you'll see they took the shot, but what I like is that they sold it in a bunch formation. If you saw that we had a much bigger bunch on the line, and then we dropped back and threw it deep. Again, when you have your opportunity, when you're a guy who's an undrafted free agent, you got to make as many plays as you can. And so far, Combray's had a couple opportunities and hasn't made them.
Andrew, I love a great screenplay. I love it when you've got a wall of blockers in front and they're not illegally downfield and you set it up. I love that. That's like one of my favorite plays in football. Damn. Shit, we're gonna have third and long here.
I like a great screenplay too, but Hollywood's getting really, really, really bad. I did see the naked
getting a workout because they have to. Remember we talked about last night. Turbo's going to have to carry a heavy workload in this game. At some point, I would pull him, even if it costs us the game. I would pull him because you don't want Turbo getting hurt at this point. I know you don't want to play afraid, but they're down. They're down on running backs right now. You guys are still ahead of me, so
yeah, no, I agree, and that was a nice play right there with him again. One thing I wonder is we saw this before, right? Like this is where guys started going crazy saying that damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to show.
Oh, come on. Now you're doing it.
No, I'm trying to
doing it.
Every time I go,
bitch. It was you all along.
Every time I try to get rid of these goddamn things, another one pops in its place.
You're doing it.
Stop.
John, you're an infiltrator.
I can't infiltrate.
You got something going on the side. You signed a contract, bastard.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Speaking of, just real quick, I saw. I went and watched The Naked Gun. It's not as good as the old ones, obviously, but it wasn't that bad. It was funny. It was funny.
People who have seen it that I respect say it wasn't as bad as the trailer looked to me. The trailer to me looked like a train wreck. I'm a big fan of that actor, and it's just one of those movies. I'm like, why? Why did you have to remake that movie?
They called Winston for intentional grounding on that play.
What? There was a receiver down the field.
That's a little weird. The receiver was at the goal line, for God's sakes. I mean, what are you talking about?
Oh, come on. I don't know if I've seen that since Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but there literally was nobody there then.
Yeah, I know. On that play, there was nobody there. Oh, interception. No. What? No, Neal. Don't do this to me, Neal. God damn it.
So Jameis is can't say that he's playing with
No,
screw.
Chewy. I know he's fighting to make the team. What I'm saying is
that's a bad pass. That was a bad pass.
What I'm saying, Chewy, is you don't want him to get hurt and have they're really down on running backs right now. Wait a minute, I got to see what happened here.
That was a bad pass.
That's a bad pass. That's a Jameis Winston bad.
There is a flag on the play. The question will be offsides. All right, so we get lucky on that one. But I'll tell you,
it's all part of the plan. Lucky. They knew what they were doing. John, are you spamming the site again?
Will you stop with that shit? I'm trying to get rid of these people.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know you are. But every time I go to do it, other chats pop in, so it moves it up. So then I'm on the wrong one. I'm like, damn it.
Now I'm going to the big bottle. All right.
Yeah. Forgive me, but I'm going water.
Yes, Darren. That is the Winston that we all know and love. Water? We told people we would not be doing that.
I still have, I know, but I actually didn't have lunch. So I'm kind of like,
right. That part of the entertainment is to see John and Eric go off. All right.
Well, we went off already.
You're going to get a call from Tay Banks' mother at some point. They're going to say, stop picking on my son.
Well, if they didn't call me after I said he was going to star in the musical of Wizard of Oz playing the Tin Man, Still Looking for Our Heart, I don't think now they're going to call me. I still stick by that. Dude plays like he has no heart.
It's so weird to see the number 0 out there. We have 2 zeros on the team right now. And one's not Daniel Jones. All right. Nice. Don't call me Shirley.
Nice.
Correct.
And that's Gunner on the reception.
I got 3rd and 8. Did we get a first down?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay. Here's a question for you. Again, it's Miss Piling. Is Jameis Winston a better quarterback than Daniel Jones?
Oh, I don't think that's even in question.
Okay.
Yeah,
last year, if Jameis Winston's the starting quarterback in this team, we win more games.
I think without a doubt.
Okay.
Look at the.
I don't think you're crazy. I'm bringing that up.
Look at this. Look at the stats he put up with a Cleveland team that was minus a bunch of players late in the year.
That was a really nice play by the Bills.
He will turn the ball over from time to time, but imagine that flea flicker with Jameis Winston instead of with Daniel Jones. That's a touchdown against Carolina.
Yeah. There would have been some Winston interceptions going the other way. Of course, we did that with Daniel Jones. So you brought it up yesterday, the Seahawks game.
We might have lost a few games still because the defense was unable to really hold people out, but we would have put up way more points per game.
We would have won a Super Bowl, though, right?
No, I'm not going to say that, but no. We might have won 6 games because we were in a bunch. We could have beaten we could have beaten Dallas. Could have beaten Cincinnati. I know, woulda, coulda, shoulda. I get it. If you even had any semblance of an offense, you could have won those games. And Winston's way better quarterback than Daniel Jones.
These bots are they're trying to get our 60 viewers right now.
Hey. First off, I keep telling you, that's not an accurate number.
60,000 viewers.
I wish it was that number, but
I saw Neal earlier say yes. I was hoping this was a touchdown.
Holy shit! I didn't know Jameis could run.
Wait, did we get another first down?
Yeah, Jameis is showing. He was like, he was vintage Joe Namath after the 4th knee operation, but he made his way down the field though.
Oh yeah, look at this. Oh,
actually, I'm not giving enough credit. He moved way better than that. I'm not sure. Don't bother to get hit. Just go out of bounds. Don't juke anybody. Just go out of bounds.
Oh, Andrew, are you true?
Yes. And it's Gunner.
Maybe I was a little harsh on Gunner.
I think you were like,
maybe harsh. I mean, Gunner's going to practice squad, don't you think? Not the regular, not the.
I would say that right now there's a lot open on this team because Jaylin Hyatt is not the guy at the moment, and you don't know who else is next. An undrafted free agent wide receiver who you could stash on the practice squad.
That's a nice catch, though. That was, and Gunner did have a rapport with Winston this week in practice. So all the big plays you saw from
we're going for 2.
Gunner this week were with Jameis at quarterback. So they those two have a connection with each other. That's why I thought we'd actually see more Dart Montreal Washington connection.
Right, so we're going for 2. 3 wides. Miller in the backfield.
Wait, did we have a Fedoni sighting? Or was that
Winston moving around?
Oh,
fake,
we have a Fedoni.
Nice catch by Fedoni. Nice catch.
What are we going to do at tight end? What?
I think we're going 4.
Tight end.
I think we're going 4.
Yeah, but who's the 4?
I'm going to tell you something right now.
Oh, that is a great catch.
I have a weird.
Baby, that's awesome.
I have a weird feeling that Bellinger might be the odd man out.
No, I don't think so. I think he's at a good camp. I don't think Bellinger.
It doesn't matter that he's had a good camp.
That would shock me.
I would think that they could stash Fedoni. Dulcich they could possibly snatch, but I saw Dulcich have a connection with Wilson earlier in the game, along with and Dart, along Johnson. I just Bellinger's the one guy. Now, Manhurst is the one guy that doesn't bring anything to the passing game.
I will give you an amazing amount of credit if you're right about Bellinger. I hope I don't see it, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. So that's my dilemma. I guess the question comes down: if you cut somebody, who's less likely to get picked up off the practice squad? So Manhurst, I don't think they're going to let Manhurst would be an interesting cut because that would tell me that they have more confidence in the offensive line and they might not. They have more confidence in Bellinger being a blocker. So Manhurst, to me, you get nothing out of other than a blocker. But I think they really like Manhurst. So Manhurst is like even less of a threat than Howard Cross, which is saying something. Okay. What did Manhurst have last? 3 catches and 1 touchdown? I think he had like 3 catches, right? Didn't he? It was bad. Like it was not, but
1/3 of his catches are touchdowns.
It's true. If he had a better quarterback,
no. Let's not. Yeah.
Can we say we scored 24 points?
I know, right? It's
24
crazy.
Points. This is like the Colts game all over. The Giants have scored 24 points, people, and there's not a defensive score here, and it's not like special teams play here.
Jesus Christ, these bots are just unrelenting.
We've scored 24 points.
I know one thing. Our deep backup players on defense are not good. Like as a unit together, they're not good.
But again, who on the field is even going to be on the team? Let me check. So Deontay Johnson has a chance to make the team. Sees KJ Cloyd, who they just picked up because Ty Summers got hurt, is on the field. He's not making the team.
What? He was a star against the Jets last year, and everybody was putting him on the team.
So who's out there? D. Williams is still out there. Makari Page is out there. So this guy, these are just before you flip out. These are again. I apologize if we have family watching. These guys are fighting, clawing, scratching.
DJ Davidson is still out there.
Is DJ Davidson still out there?
Yeah, he's still out there.
That's a guy to watch. Did I see 96? Davidson's out there.
46 is out there. Who's 46?
Ledbetter's out there. So I don't think Ledbetter's making
Neal. Corey Black is not playing. He's injured, as far as I know.
Right. He's one of the guys that did not practice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Neal. So the second string corners on their depth chart are Trey Hawkins and Cordell Flott not playing. The third string corners listed on their depth chart are Corey Black and Art Green, and they're not playing. So in my preview article and what we talked about earlier in the show today was the fact that when you're watching the Giants secondary, keep that in mind. The fourth string corners had to play. That's why Tate Banks, one of the reasons, well, probably not the main reason, one of the reasons Tate Banks might have even been playing longer is because they don't have a lot of corners. Their corners are D. Williams, TJ Moore, Fortune, and am I forgetting anyone? I might be forgetting somebody. I think there's one more guy. D. Williams. No, I'm not. That's it. So in a way, so Green's not playing, Black's not playing, Flott's not playing, Hawkins is not playing. I don't think did Andrew Phillips play in this game?
Nick
Jones has been playing too. So Nick Jones, TJ Moore, D. Williams, and Fortune are the only
Did Phillips change his number? Did Phillips change his number this year?
I don't think so.
Then
he is
22.
22.
Right? Yeah, 22. I did not see 22.
I don't remember seeing him, but that doesn't mean I might have missed him.
Yeah, this is a good point. I was just going to put that up there. That's what I was thinking too. That pass was, Fedoni was covered, but you allow him to use his height to go ahead and make that play.
All right. So again, I want to reset a little bit too. So as much as we're getting excited or disappointed, depending on your half glass full, half empty point of view, this is all good or bad, but it's the Jets. This Jets practice week and game to me are more important. So this is good. So far, everything in this has been kind of like, again, you play, you don't want people getting hurt. You want to see some positive things. You want to see what you want to work on. There are things that John and I have already talked about in the negative, but I'm coming when this is over and we turn this off. I'm going upstairs. I'm in the basement. I'm going upstairs. I'm going, whew, Dart looked pretty good. I'm not going like, Jesus Christ. It's not like the 0.0 game Eli Manning had against the Ravens. It's not like, oh my God. Dart actually looked pretty good. Abdul Carter looked pretty darn good. It's just like what Neal just said, or was it Neal? It was somebody said the draft picks look pretty good. Neal. All the draft picks look pretty good right now. The only one, again, in defensive tackle is different. That's where you really got to go back and look at the game tape. You got to look at Darius Alexander. I know he's been out there. I have to go back and look because defensive tackles don't normally, unless you're like Dexter Lawrence or one of the elite tackles, you don't really notice them unless you're like John made a really good play pointing out earlier. DJ Davidson made a good play in run defense. Like he pushed, and you guys did too, that he pushed the center back. So if you see those types of things, but I don't know about Alexander yet, but the draft picks have looked pretty darn good. And I think players like Turbo Miller have looked good. So Trace Ford is still out there, it looks like.
He's been extremely quiet. If you're trying to win your way onto this roster,
he's always going to be a practice squad player. He had one rush. No, I'm sorry. That was Tamon Fox. I'm sorry. I take that back. It was Tamon Fox. There was one rush by that Trace Ford caught my attention.
We got good pressure, but left the guy wide open out of the backfield.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, NBA. It's a good thing to keep in mind is that you can't get too excited over some of these guys and what they do, just because of like for Miller's case. Yes, he's having a good game, but the fact of the matter is he's also getting the bulk of the play at running back, so he's getting a large number of opportunities. He's just made the most of his opportunities.
I think he's made the most of his opportunity, and I think he plays at a different speed than the other guys on the field, and I think
It's just hard because we know they generally only carry the 3 running backs, and then we go more with tight ends. So if you go 4, he's possibly there, but 3 is set.
And what Cy said last year, keep that in the back of your mind. He said, if you cut Turbo Miller, no one's picking him up and you can put him on the practice squad. So is that true again this year? We'll have to see. But the Giants may feel that they may gamble and say, no one's picking up Turbo. No one's going to try to sign him. And that's a gamble. And they may decide that. I would be surprised what John was talking about, but John has been right about things like this in the past too. Could they theoretically cut Singletary to keep Turbo? I don't see it, but it's not impossible. Shit. See, there are some guys on the field that I wanted to see more splash from. I wasn't counting on them, but I was hoping to see more from Deontay Johnson than I'm seeing. I was hoping to see more from Nick Jones than I'm seeing. I don't think there's anyone else on the field. Again, they keep moving. They keep showing people in this. They're showing the stands right now.
It is the Bills broadcast too, so that's why it does make it a little harder for us.
So we have Tamon Fox is out there. Who's 30?
Yeah. RD, I don't know if I'd count on Scattaboo. The thing with him is if there is a hammy, they might play that very cautiously.
Oh, we may not see Scattaboo for a while.
Yeah,
we might not see him for a while.
There's
and the good news on that is the Giants have some depth at running back. So Scattaboo, they can survive Scattaboo not being. Be honest with you, I wouldn't rush him back because I think he's going to be a really good weapon for them in the receiving game. But those hamstring things, if he pulls it again, then you're starting to wonder, are we getting him back this year? That's why you got to be careful with that. Oh, that's gonna be a touchdown.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just letting the back.
That was Deontay Johnson there. That was a sharp drive by the Bills. They actually looked.
So, hey, I'm going to throw this up to Steven. I don't know if I'd even say I don't know if I would say they're even our third stringers. Like a lot of these guys are just guys who probably aren't even going to be on the team, period, let alone third string.
This is the part of the preseason that always kind of got me irritated when people got upset on the website when they said,
oh, now we're losing.
Our backups suck. Because like it's what you just said, John. It's backups that aren't even going to be are even fighting for the practice squad at this point.
Right. And at corner, like you mentioned it before, we're so thin.
Oh, these guys at corner are not even going to make the practice. D. Williams might, but some of these guys aren't even. I mean, TJ Moore's not making the practice squad. Oh, that was a nice play. Some of this too. Again, the Giants' defense isn't good. Some of this is the Bills' backups here are actually pretty. That was a pretty good drive by the Bills.
Oh, Mike White's he's a legitimate NFL quarterback. He's played for the Jets.
But see that throw, that's a good throw, and that's a big receiver. Who's 33 on? See, I don't even know who these guys are. 33.
Is that
Williams? D. Williams, and he might make the practice squad, but he's not making the roster.
He hasn't had a great. Oh yeah, thank you, Steve. Sorry, he hasn't had a great game. I don't think Williams has been. He's missed a few opportunities. Again, you're not going to make too big of a deal about it, but when you're a guy like that, it's different than if you're a first team guy and you're playing a little bit in a preseason game and you don't have a big, you don't make big plays or whatever. You're trying to make the team. Any opportunity you have for these guys, you got to do it. And Nick Jones missing those tackles, D. Williams not having a great day in coverage. That's not good.
Right. Yeah. I think of all the people that are on the field right now, I was hoping to see more from Deontay Johnson. I know I keep saying that. I'm trying to say Tamon Fox is what he is. Tamon Fox is Tamon Fox. D. Williams is the fourth string corner. Fortune is a fourth string corner. I'm looking at the Giants' unofficial depth chart. Not my opinion. This is the Giants' unofficial depth chart. TJ Moore is the third string nickel when there is no fourth string nickel. Wallace is third string safety. There's no fourth string safety. Same thing with Page. So they're down at the bottom of the depth chart. These guys will not make the roster. They may make the practice squad, but that's not a given. So overall, what do you feel right now? Because we talked about the defense. Let's talk offense real quick. Not knowing how the fourth quarter goes. Concern again, granted, understanding that we had way more people out. So no Slayton, no Neighbors. Neighbors changes everything on offense. They didn't play Wilson very much. They didn't play Tyrone Tracy very much. My takeaway on the offensive side was, geez, the offensive line didn't look bad. All
things considered, sure,
right?
yeah.
No, you don't feel
I think Josh Azudu, I thought, held his own. We didn't see him get burned. You know, he played all right at left tackle. That's a positive, just in case, you know, for him to make the team, because he can play guard too. Position versatility is very important.
And the question is, and this is going to start coming up, is Marcus Mbow a safer bet to play as your swing tackle than Hudson? So I still think Hudson has shown more than we all thought. When Hudson was signed, a lot of Giants fans looked at his reputation and thought, why the hell did the Giants sign this guy? He doesn't seem very good. But he hasn't been bad at all in camp. And even Abdul Carter was quoted this week. He was saying our offensive line gets a lot of shit. They're better than they're getting credit for. I don't think Hudson's bad. I just think we want Andrew Thomas out there. But so far, Bo has been. Oh, look at this!
Miller's having a game.
Am I caught up to you guys now? Did you?
Well, you're caught up to me.
Okay. I think Turbo's having a game. So I think the offense. To me, the story of the game on the offense is Dart, because he looks pretty good, and the offensive line. I think the negative story in the game was just injury related. Why is Hyatt not playing? We know Neighbors has got issues, and they're protecting him. We still don't know what's wrong with Slayton. I don't know if that's a hamstring. I don't know. We don't know what's wrong with Slayton. And Bo Collins being out was kind of disappointing. So I think that's why we saw a lot of passes to the tight ends, is because there were so many wide receivers out. But
sure,
that's my take.
Sure. No, I'm with you. I like the O-line. I thought one thing we didn't even say anything about is we didn't say one thing about John Michael Schmitz, and I think that's a good thing. Like there was no negative plays, no bad snaps, no he got pushed into the backfield, no nothing. I like the fact that our tackles played pretty well. Hudson was fine minus the 2 penalties, but he was fine. Azudu played pretty well. Bo has played both sides of the line.
And encouragingly played both sides of the line, right?
Yes. So that's good to see. I really am disappointed that Neal didn't get on the field, because you got to see, because at some point it's going to come down to it's not about potential. It's about whatever you've done and we can count on you doing. And right now, it's all been potential, but we can't even count on you potentially being good. You're not on the field. So that's a problem. So I thought the O-line played pretty well. I'm pretty happy with Jackson Dart. I was pretty happy with Russell Wilson. I thought, for a guy playing basically with only Wandell being the only one receiver he had out there.
Right.
I thought he did pretty well. The tight ends have shown well. We've got enough depth there. I think that a potential question of who might make the rosters there, you could easily see maybe a Manhurts or a Bellinger not. I think it might be Bellinger that might be in trouble. And then I think Miller's shown enough that Devin Singletary is the one guy with a little bit more cap money on there that the Giants could move to another team. If somebody were to get hurt elsewhere and they needed a veteran back, Singletary would be the guy you would move, and you would keep Miller in his place.
I think wide receiver is now very much in play for a pickup and signing a player.
Agreed.
Depending on what the hell is going on with Jaylin, but even whatever the answer is, I mean, I've been the one who's been saying, give it some time. Look, time has run out, Jaylin. I don't know what's going on, but you're running out of time, and this is on you. You got to get out there and you got to make plays. And if you're not available, then it's same with Evan Neal. Evan, you're a big, strong guy. You might be in that. But again, see, this is the thing we ran into with Saquon last year, too. Part of the frustration with Saquon was he wasn't helping the Giants win-loss record, and it was a salary issue. But part of it was, and you and I talked about this, he was always getting hurt. Some of this is like, you don't want to cut somebody and get rid of somebody, and then all of a sudden, like Evan Neal, you might just at some point you might just say, you know what, he's never healthy, we're going to get rid of him, and you hate to see him sign with some other team like the Eagles or somebody other team, and all of a sudden he's playing great. But at some point you've got to be like, you know what, you've been here 4 years, 3 years, and you're never available, and you got to move on. So wait a minute, I got to see what's going on.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a drop.
Turbo with a nice
That's
play.
Lord. Oh wait, are you ahead of me again?
Yeah, I'm ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
Turbo with a nice play out of the. I can say though, the Giants right now are for DeVito. Everything is being run pass to the back on one side, pass to the back on the other, pass to the back on one side. That's all they've done so far.
Oh, but those stats matter. Remember the stats.
But it's good for Miller. Once again, there's another pass to the back.
No, what I'm doing tongue in cheek. Some people.
Oh, I know. I know what you're saying. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
There's
I think it's good for
discussion
Miller.
going on in BBI right now that the completion percentage tells the story. It's not the whole story.
No,
That was actually, but that's the kind of pass that DeVito is pretty good. You see how he led the receiver? He did that last preseason.
Against Detroit.
Talked about with Eric Gray. Remember the Eric Gray play? That was actually so Turbo could he didn't have to wait for the ball on that. That was nice.
That was the play that we had mentioned when we were talking about
this was
Jones.
A good wow. Wait, did I just delete a comment? Sorry, I think Neal, I think I accidentally just deleted your wow comment, and I didn't mean to do that.
Holy cow! Did Dalen Combre just catch that ball? Oh no! That's Gunner. That's Gunner. Okay, Gunner just made a huge play down the
Gunner
field.
comments are coming back to haunt me, aren't they?
Let's see. They called it incomplete. They called it incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it. No,
I think I accidentally deleted Neal's comment. Neal.
Yeah, he dropped it. You did. Oh, you banned him. Uh-oh.
I did not. Did I?
Yes.
Okay, can you unban him?
I don't know how to do that right at the moment.
Wait, Neal, if you're out there,
hold on.
Shit. I clicked on the thing and I hit another thing to have it pop up, and something else happened. Oh, you can ban them from there, so I can help you ban them. Ban those spots.
Maybe you shouldn't though.
Yeah.
You just ban Neal, and I'm not sure how to do it.
You want me to look up how you unban somebody? Wait, how do you unban?
Because I might have to do it in YouTube, which we're in StreamYard, so I don't know. I'm
user in StreamYard.
Yeah, there's got to be.
Oh, and a blocked viewer cannot be unblocked for a particular stream that they were unblocked. They were
so, next one would be fine, but Neal,
I did not mean to do that.
Just know that it was Eric and not John.
Neal, come back, Neal. God damn, he was my good luck charm too. Shit,
that's funny.
God damn it.
Who is next to be banned?
Who's next to me? Sure, it was an accident, Eric. Sure.
Oh my God.
Can you unban them? And I wonder if you can.
I think you might. I might be able to in YouTube, but I'm not in YouTube right now, and I don't want to jump out. Yeah, I don't want to.
But is there a way to open up another window and just see if you can do it, or no? It's probably a StreamYard thing.
Because since I'm.
Oh no! Did I jinx it? What do you mean? Oh no! I know. I made it with Colossal. Watch it, Andrew. I know what it is. Throw it. What are you waiting for? Oh, that was a nice catch. How are you guys so far ahead of me? I was caught up.
I'm behind. I just saw
Fedoni just made a nice catch. Fedoni can reach up and grab the ball.
I just saw Miller make a run, and then that's where we're at now. So right now for me, it's 2nd and 8.
Wait, somebody's.
Fake to Ward, throws to Ward. God damn, Cutlets with every pass is going to the running backs.
I got 1st and 10 right now from the 28. Is that?
Oh, I'm on 3rd and 6.
From where? Are you ahead of me or behind me?
Ahead.
Oh,
I think. What did you just say? You had 1st and what?
I was 1st and 10 from 28. Was it? I don't know what it is.
If Miller takes a run, then you're behind us.
He just took a run.
Yep, you're behind us.
And now I have 2nd and 8.
So we're 3rd and 6 from the 24.
All right, I'm going to try to ban the CBS guy. All right, ban user and delete their comments. Yeah, see?
Yeah, as long as you just do the right one.
Yeah. Shit.
All right, so it's 4th and 6.
What after this is over, we got to make sure haven't permanently deleted Neal.
It might just be from this particular stream.
I'm going to do some research here because I feel very guilty.
But I'll confirm it in YouTube later.
Very bad. I'm a very bad person. There's no justice for Neal. Justice for Neal. What is it? Free Neal. There's a BBI thing. Free Neal. Who's the guy they always used to say free on BBI? Free somebody. Click ban guess.
Was it Randy?
Yeah, it was Randy.
The UFO guy?
Oh my God. I forgot about Randy. Oh.
Field goal. We're up to 27
hey,
points.
Deontay Banks is up. Wait, who's number 2? Who was that? That's Antoine. That's Juice. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like, wait, where are you now? I'm at a commercial. So,
did we get the field goal?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. All right. Wait a minute.
I could try to do it on my phone and just come back to it here. So let's hope.
Ban guests will not be able to rejoin the studio when I'm reading from StreamYard. Yep. Ban guests will not be able to rejoin the studio using the same account that was banned. They may, however, enter the studio using a different YouTube Facebook account. You will need to reban the user again. But how do I
unban them?
Can you can you remove a banned guest from the banned guest list? Yes. To do this, enter the studio, click on settings. All right, okay, I'll try to do this. I'm the one who did it, so
so use the go to the bottom, see the wheel.
Oh, yep, I see it. We're coming, Neal.
We're coming for you.
We're coming, Neal. But wait, where is it here? I click on and click on ban guess, but that's not an option here.
And we might have to do it settings of setting it up in the studio part, which at the moment.
Oh wait, guess. Ban guess. It says no ban guess. In setting, it says no ban guess.
Because it's not a get. We didn't ban the guess. We banned the chat. It's banned in the chat.
Well, how do we unban a?
I think I have to do it in YouTube. Let me see if I can get into it while we're doing this. Well, let me keep an eye on the game because I just shut the game off.
How to?
Hold on. Let me log into the account here.
Yard stream. He's not a guest. What would you call him? He's not a guest. He's a what?
Chat. Hold on. I think I can do it. Hold on.
All right. So, do you see where I blocked him? Is that still up? Is that you said you saw earlier that I was blocked? Where did you see I blocked him?
It popped right up on the screen that you blocked him.
It said if you can go back to where I blocked him, you can unblock him by the 3 dots.
I didn't see that there was a 3-dot option there. I gotta find him because you blocked him.
I'm going back and trying to look. Welcome to our stream session. Meanwhile, the game continues here. Neal will rise again.
We want to bring Neal back. Neal. I don't remember how far back it was.
It wasn't that far back. But you saw it pop up on the screen, or you saw it in the comment section?
No, it's in white on the screen as blocked. It made me laugh.
You know what he's doing right now? He's cursing me. He's like, "What did I do?"
Bastard. He's posting on BBI right now.
All I did was click.
There he is, right there. Neal Hickey was banned, and their comments were removed. Right. There are no 3 dots to click on.
All right. Well, where are you seeing that?
So go look about right below 3:45 p.m.
Right below 3:45. Oh. Yeah, but you're right. There's no
3 dots to click on. So I'm trying to see if I can do it in YouTube.
I'm going to go in settings again. Guest, layout, hotkeys, recording, visual effects, audio. Damn. You'd think this would be intuitive, but it's not.
It's not. We might have to kind of F with it later.
Oh yeah, because we're missing the game too. Neal was sacrificed. He was sacrificed for the greater good, the greater cause. Neal will not rise again. Let AI do it. Yeah, Steven.
Neal will not rise again. Oh my God, that's funny.
Look. There have been enough movies. They've warned us already about AI. I mean, if at this point we're lambs to a slaughter if we keep going down this path. That's all I need to say.
Wait, why am I watching us? Watched us. I need to get back to the game.
4th down. Did they punt or did they go for it?
Well, I have to actually get back to the game.
I just don't want to get Neal. I don't want Neal to be permanently banned. You know what
I mean? I'm pretty sure we can figure it out after the fact.
I did it. What you did? I clicked on something and it clicked on it when I was and something.
Yeah, I know, and it moved. Yep.
And it moved. It moved. It's great. It moved. What is that from? That's from. He took it out. Oh, it's Seinfeld again. It moved. It's the one where it gets the massage. George doesn't want to get the massage from the other man. It moved.
Oh, dear God. That's funny.
All right. On that note, let's see. StreamYard. How to unblock
chat user.
Okay, so we have DeVito still in.
I think, was that Miller who carried just a minute ago?
At some point you got to think. I know they're trying to win the game, but at some point you want to get Miller out of this game. Again, part of this is you don't want to get him hurt going into this week of practice with the Jets.
Was that is it Bly, the receiver, 12?
Yes,
just made a catch. DeVito to Bly on the flat.
1st down.
3rd and 2.
No.
I honestly, Donald, we've talked about it. The problem is, I know Eric has mentioned it. He gets I get wicked focused on what's happening.
You would not be seeing calm Eric right now. If this was a real season game, you would not be getting this. Hey, everything's fine. You'd be getting.
That was a pass to Gunner, and he managed to come up short on 3rd and 2. DeVito, you got to throw the ball past the yard to gain. He's like, let's go for it. I'm like, you want to go for it on 4th and 1 deep in your own territory in a preseason game? Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you? No.
Well, you know how this is going to end, though. We're going to lose on a field goal.
Sure. Influencers in training.
The influencers might be generous. I hate that word too.
Look,
that's a hell of a catch, but like you said, throw beyond the stick.
Yeah, it's just this.
No, Tommy, that was not a 1st down.
No, we're gonna measure. Let's do the eye in the sky measuring. No yardsticks. I don't know how I trust that anymore.
Bit session, it might be. I'm not fun. I am not fun to watch a Giants game. You do not want me coming to a Giants party. I'm very focused.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Same here. It's hard for me. It's going to be hard enough. I'm going to be at the first 2 games. I'll be in Washington and in Dallas, watching the 2 games on the road. That'll be difficult being surrounded by all those freaking rabid other fans. But
Narji had me come to his house a few times during games, and he saw me pacing, and I still have a superstition where I will not watch field goals. That goes back to the 86 season, because every field goal I did not look at went our way. So it was funny because BBI used to have a get together in DC in the first initial years, and people used to laugh at that. But by the end of the 1997 season, it was the Jim Fossil. We won every game in the division except we had a tie. Remember that 97? Was it 97? Is that the one? What's Jim?
Yeah,
Fossil?
we went 9-6-1.
Right, that season. By the end of that season, everybody in the bar was like, "Eric, turn around, don't watch." So they were like, they agreed with my superstition. So, and I was not in the room on the Chris Calloway botch on the onside kick. So I left the room and it was just silent. I knew it was bad when it was.
We came up short. We came up short by 1 foot 1 inch. I'm loving these electronic things. It takes forever for it to get done, but we were short by 1 foot 1 inch.
We didn't go for it on fourth down and came up short. Is that what you're saying?
No. The measurement was the electronic virtual measurement. We're short by 1 foot 1 inch. Oh, and we're going for it. DeVito talked him into it. Well, as 1 foot 1 inch, we can get that.
Tush push. Gotta hate the tush push too.
Okay, so Forsyth's the right tackle. Terry's in at tight end.
Do I have to leave the room?
I don't know who the hell the guard is.
Dude, this is why I don't want to ban Neal. Neal was our good luck.
Well, we would already have known what happened if Neal was doing
We'd already know what happened if Neal was here. God damn it. How do you unban Neal? Neal, if you're out there, we're coming for you.
Well, Eric already got rid of you, but we're trying to figure out how to get you back.
It wasn't intentional.
I think it's because, and now the Giants are just taking a flag and going to punt. I think because the chat really is functioning, but it's functioning through YouTube, that I don't think I can undo it here, but I think I have to be. I could try to change screens. I don't want to screw up because I'm the one who logged in first.
That's what I'm saying.
I could.
When I go into settings, there's nothing that can unblock.
There's nothing on this settings. No. Yeah, I saw that.
They're just trying to draw them. You guys are already ahead of this. If you're going to do that, just call it timeout. Don't take the penalty there. I don't like that. I understand that when you're like across midfield, but I don't like that taking the penalty there. Now you've just got them 5 yards closer to the. That's dumb. I don't like that.
Yes. All right, let's see.
Exactly. Watch it, Darren. I say it was an accident. It's not an accident. Nothing I do is an accident. All right. Blocked people will still be able to send messages on their end, but they will no longer be able to show up in chat for anyone else to see. The blocked viewer cannot be unblocked for the particular stream that they were blocked from. I know that, but how do I?
So I'm assuming that the next stream he should be fine unless we block him again. It's not permanent. It's this stream.
I hope, but I don't know.
But I'll figure it out after the fact. So we won't worry about it for now. Neal, sorry. We'll get that corrected for you, bud. All of a sudden, Neal shows up and he'll be like, he's the one. Oh, we got somebody down. D. Williams.
Wait, we got somebody hurt?
Well, he's down. I don't know if he's hurt. Could be cramping.
One of the reasons you don't want injuries even at this stage is you just don't want people ending up on IR and taking up salary cap space. We're always so tight against the cap. And before people say it doesn't matter, it does. $1 million here, $1 million there. It adds up. What? What did I do?
No, Master goes, hey, Lori, Eric will ban you later.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I think Williams is fine. He got off on his own power. Now, who's the quarterback for the Bills here?
Oh, it would stink if the Giants lose this game at this point, but it's not the end of the world. But
I'm not going to worry about it. We are winning 27-25. I mean,
27 points.
You know, you're so funny. We are so desperate that you were waxing poetic on the 27. That's like it's like the movie Vacation after they jump the station wagon. He's like, Dad, that went like 40 yards. He goes, that's nothing to be proud about, Russ. 40 yards. Yeah.
Or I could be like with Napoleon Dynamite. You see that mountain over there? I can throw it over that mountain. Throws a steak at somebody. What a great movie. We need to do a show sometime just on movies and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I would like to win this game. You know what I'd like to see? I would like to see a turnover. Have there been any turnovers in this game? We had the one with Winston that was called back because.
Well, speaking of which, there's ball's free.
What?
An unbelievably bad snap by the Bills, and the Giants now have the ball at roughly the 12-yard line. Big recovery by is that who the hell is that?
Yeah, I hope so because they're at the 50 on my feed right now.
No, you watch for the snap. It goes way over his head. That center is out of here. Who's 46?
That's whoa!
Ford?
That might be Ford. Oh, yes, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, just kill this clock, kill this game. I guess it's too much time still. 46. Who's 46? That is Trace Ford. Not that he.
I'm just laughing. Your reaction, it's like it's a good 2 minutes after it happened.
I know. Well, hey, I can only react to what
Well,
I
it's
see.
better than prematurely. I mean, you know.
And I can block a co-host too.
Oh, damn. Hey, man. That would be bad.
I'm out for you guys. I've got 30 years of blocking people under my belt. So
there you go. Oh, man, we're going split screen with the Vikings. Who cares?
Hey, I thought about that too. Maybe I don't. Maybe Neal. Maybe he's not needed.
Yeah, Ford.
All right, let's put this in here and just end this game.
Recovery.
I'm not hearing any good stuff from you guys, so obviously we haven't scored. Whoa.
Well, we got a whole.
Fedoni is long. What?
I mean, it's just 2 minutes. Fedoni. Yeah, he went out of bounds. Probably should have stayed in bounds, but I can't really blame him. though. He was trying to turn upfield and he got tackled. I mean, it wasn't like he was purposely trying to run out of bounds. But he should have gone down right where he had it. But again, the Giants are actually playing this more like we're playing it regardless of the time because it's going to stop at the 2-minute warning anyways. It doesn't really matter.
In a regular season game, I don't call that play. I don't necessarily. I'm not saying it should have been a run. I'm just saying you don't on a boundary like that.
Right.
Oh, stay in bounds this time. He's in bounds. Did he say he's out of bounds again?
That Fedoni went out of bounds
on
that play.
I thought his knee went down before he went out of bounds, but
there's been a lot of talk that JJ McCaffrey.
That looks like that Pedro Pascal guy. Is that guy everywhere or what? It's time to stop with Pedro Pascal. There's 61 on the Bills. He looks like Pedro Pascal to me.
Was he touching the person standing next to him?
No.
And we just got a walk-in touchdown, baby.
We did?
That's Ward. DeVito to Ward. Nice pass. Nice. I mean, hit him right in stride. Boom, touchdown.
All right, now all we need to do is get out of this game without.
And we just scored over 30 points.
Without defense or special teams.
Yeah.
When's the last time that happened? Without special teams and the defense.
Oh, well, Indianapolis we had a kick return.
Well, there was a kickoff return for a touchdown.
That was 40, though. So
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, even in the previous Indianapolis in 22, we had the Landon Collins interception for a touchdown. So that added to the points in that game, too.
All right, so we're getting to the end here, and we all have I know people are going to bail because we're getting down here. Any final thoughts? Any kind of big picture? I know we've talked about it again, and we've hit the most of the stuff. Anything else that we've missed? That you've talked about? Wilson, you talked about. we were surprised Jameis played, but he played. Quarterbacks in general, I guess the only one bad throw was the Jameis throw. I mean, in terms of like bad. I mean, there were throws that were kind of off, but in terms of like, they lucked out. Jameis throws a pick, there's a penalty, he comes back. But that's somebody said that's Jameis. I think it was Darren. That's Jameis. Running backs, not bad given who's out. Scadaboo wasn't playing. We had to rely on Turbo. I thought Turbo had a great game. Who's your MVP? If you had
game?
I would go maybe Turbo, right?
I mean,
Dart because of the expectation level?
I would say you're giving it to Turbo, but he played once all the backups were in. It's kind of hard to say. I would think Dart, with the way he came in, the way he played, the pass that he made down the sidelines, being able to command the offense. You said he didn't look. He didn't look.
He didn't make a
stupid
shocked.
He wasn't nervous. Exactly.
He didn't make a whole. What the hell were you looking at? What the hell was that? He didn't make the play Jameis made. That one bad throw deep over the middle that was too high and he got picked off.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a bad pass, straight bad pass. Yeah, no, I think you have to say that overall Dart really looked the part. Right? Not to be funny about rhyming.
So that's the thing I feel the best coming out. I feel the best coming out of this game is Dart and the offensive line. Where I feel the worst is the stuff that wasn't even in this game. What's going on with Jaylin? What's going on with Evan? What you just missed a game you guys had to play in. And then the other one was, again, I'm not quite where you are with Banks, but it wasn't a great game for Banks. It wasn't a bad game. But like you said, you're playing against second. I don't know who that receiver was, second or third team guy. But again, turn around and make that play. That was disappointing to me. Was it the end of the world? No, but he certainly isn't putting to rest the concerns you and I have about Tay Banks. And he definitely was. They're sending a message, I think, playing him into the second quarter like that. I mean, he played almost the entire first half. So. You're still ahead of me. Nothing bad's happening.
Well, and they switched to the Vikings game for me, so I don't.
No, I still got the Giants. So, don't harp on that. No, it's not harping. But it is typical Jameis. Look, if that penalty doesn't happen, they don't go on. They scored on that. They scored on that drive, right? They went ahead on that drive. I'm pretty sure they.
Yeah.
Neal. Yeah, Neal. Neal, I'm going to give you an honorary MVP because you were unfairly banned. Free Neal. Free. What if Neal is permanently banned and we can't figure out how to?
He's not. I'll take care of it. It's not.
All right, I'm going to hold you to that, even though I'm the one who responds.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Don't be like me with my wife. Are you sure you're going to do that?
Thanks.
I'm going to nag you, John. Are you going to do it? I can make lists for days. Holy
shit. Okay.
All right. That's a reference from what's that TV show? Oh, I can't remember the name of it. People will remember that. I can make lists for days. It's the one with Modern Family. If you know the scene, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I never watched Modern Family.
Okay. I only seen so many of them, but that was a funny episode. Anything else defensively?
No,
so we covered all defensive MVP. I have Carter, short but sweet. Right?
Kind of. I mean, he looked good and everything. It's hard to really say anything like that. The main guys didn't play that much. What I did like is that they came up and hit. They made tackles early. The one guy that I think is the LVP would be Banks. He's got to turn stuff around. I mean, he's going to be on a team, but if both Hawkins and Flott were totally healthy, Banks might be in trouble. As far as getting.
Oh yeah, no. I think
they played him a lot for a reason.
I think but that's the problem with Flott. Flott's history has been just when you think he might be turning the corner, he gets hurt. It's been his history since he's been here. So, Donald. So again, preface my remarks, and John, I'm sure feels the same way. You got to rewatch the definitive stuff, but they used him down. I think his hand was on the dirt on the play. They had him rush in their NASCAR package, and he immediately put heat on the quarterback. And there was another play where he got really good heat on the quarterback. He didn't play a lot, but he affected the play. So he didn't get a sack, but he affected the plays. He looked good.
Sure.
Didn't play a lot though. And he wasn't in there. That's my problem when people say our second team defense doesn't look good. Our second team defense includes Abdul Carter and Chauncey Golston, who didn't play. So I thought in the very short time that he played, he looked like the real deal. But it wasn't, like John said, it was like a handful of snaps. So
and they played him in different positions.
Yes.
He brought the rush from the outside on one play. He came right up the middle on another play. And it wasn't like he came blitzing in like LT in 84 against the Cowboys where he walked up to the line and then ran through. He was already on the line. He was lined up in the middle and made his way right through. It was pretty impressive.
And Micah McFadden made a really nice play on a short pass in the flat. He came up and then where are you at in the game? I've got 153 left. Or you said they said
146 and running.
And where are they? They've crossed midfield.
They're at the 48-yard line of the Giants.
I just want this game. I didn't want an injury at this point. I wish the Bills.
They are at the 33-yard line of the Giants.
Oh shit! Yeah, now I'm caught up to you. See, TJ Moore's in the game. These guys on the Giants defense right now are not on the team.
They're down by 9, so it's not like you have
I know. I just want the game to be over.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
At this point, I just don't want players getting hurt. And again, it's a combination of I don't like seeing people getting hurt, but I also don't want people ending up on IR that are going to hurt the salary cap at this point. I just wish they would.
Well, and it affects the practice. If you start having guys that are injured, now all of a sudden, if your frontline guys are missing, now you're having to pull people in that have no experience with you, and they've got to fill valuable practice.
Like Jonathan Ward, like the running back, they signed Jonathan Ward, and like they had brought back Gunner.
Nick Jones, I think.
Ford is still out there. Riley's out. This is not a good sign in my mind for Jordan Riley that he's playing so late in this game. Jordan Riley, clearly to me, is behind Davidson.
But what would you say to the fact that Durden played so early? Durden played before before Riley. I mean,
curious things. They either wanted to get a look at him. I originally thought maybe Davidson or Riley were hurt, but clearly they're not. So I don't know. And it's not just me. It's the Giants PR staff has him 5th on the depth chart. So
right. There's a flag down on a play that the Giants got decent, some pressure, kept him back, and he took a while, but they got roughing the passer, though.
Just end this game, for God's sake.
Not sure who got the penalty.
The Bills announced
46.
Ford.
That is really ticky-tack. Really ticky-tack. I mean, the quarterback really had a lot
off of him.
Yeah, he didn't.
He's getting ridiculous.
Well, I will say this: if you put your hands out wide and lean your head in, they're going to call it.
Oh, it was helmet to helmet, wasn't it? Maybe it was the helmet to helmet.
You just need to be smarter than that, But still, that's pretty ticky-tack. In the 80s, that would have been like,
but that might have been helmet. That might have been helmet. I mean, on the angle that they showed on my screen, it looked like he might have collided helmet to helmet on that. If it wasn't helmet to helmet, then that should not have been a penalty. I would like to hold here. Turnover. Let's get a turnover. Okay, on my screen, we're at 2nd and goal. Is that where you are?
2nd and goal. 50 seconds left.
We still have 53 people watching. Because you said those numbers aren't accurate, but
it's usually lower than what the actual number is.
For those of you that are sticking with John and I at this point,
appreciate you. Much love.
Yeah, I'm frozen.
Here we go. Here we go. Nice play fake. And nope, incomplete. D. Williams on the cover. 44 seconds left. 2nd and goal.
Now I'm caught up to you. I don't get it. Now I'm caught up to you. Or you've fallen back to me.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, 6-1. Yeah, whatever.
Larry Schmidt. Yay, Larry.
I'm still watching.
Larry's still here. Yay.
So we will do a kind of a review and then preview of the next week. Cy will be joining us.
Yes, Cy. And again, it's not set in stone, but Cy told me that he would like to come on and discuss this game this week. Now, again, he's a busy man. If you don't follow him on Twitter, follow him on Twitter because he's already deep in the draft for 2026. But Cy said to me he would like to come on. So we'll probably have him on Monday or Tuesday.
I was thinking Monday probably, but yeah, I was just going to say it definitely won't be tomorrow. I'll be in Myrtle Beach all day with my kids. So, but yeah.
Not unless you're not going anywhere until you figure out how to unban Neal. You've promised me that you will fix my mistake.
Yeah, I can. I'll take care of Neal.
As soon as I finish, Neal,
you did it.
Right now, Neal's spitting out there going, what did I do?
Now D. Williams is going off the field again. Looking like he got a little shaken up again.
I hope that's not like
he's probably just tired
or something. We just don't. We're so thin at corner right now. We don't need another corner out. Did anyone see? Because I was not looking. Did anyone see what happened to D? Was it?
Yeah, I didn't see what happened. Okay. He was on coverage on the previous play, but
I hope it's not like a hamstring or something. Hey, Tay Banks is out there again. No. That'd be something.
That would be funny as all hell. Yeah, they completed a pass short of the end zone. Nick Jones with a nice tackle. Please don't call timeout, Buffalo. You're down by 9. Just let the clock go. Sokol with the catch.
Did they call timeout again? Because the clock's not moving.
Oh, is there? Yeah, timeout. Buffalo timeout.
Oh, come on.
Tom and Fox with the rush. Nick Jones with a nice play on him, keeping him because he did make the catch, keeping him out of the end zone in the field of play.
Nick Jones is one of those weird players that he either looks good or he looks bad. So I don't think he's probably going to make the team. He could make the practice squad, but he's one of those guys that when you see the highlights from camp, he's either he's either at the good end of he's either making a good play or he's giving up a touchdown. So
feast or famine.
It's feast or famine. Very good.
I see a lot of Giants moving around at the start of that play. That's a touchdown.
Oh. Well, Kevin, again, I don't want to minimize this. This isn't even, in some ways, this isn't even a third team. Some of these guys are fourth team. So it's a mismatch. I don't know if there's anybody on the field other than Deontay Johnson. Well, Deontay Johnson's third team. Like Garcia's fourth team.
Show that again. Right.
He
might have been down before he stretched the ball out over the end zone. I mean, it's really
his knee's down.
It was really close. He did stretch out though. The question will be if the ball broke the plane.
That's a bad angle for me to see it. They need to do the other angle.
Yeah, you're kind of just going to give it to him, I would think. You need a camera angle from the other side, but it's close. I mean, it just depends on when he stretches the ball out, but whatever. Not gonna care too much about that. Yeah, it's right here was the one where I thought right there his knee touches. He might have been down, but it's hard to tell where the outside arm is stretching when the knee goes down because you're looking at the left knee down and the right arm out. So it's right. Yeah, he's down. He's down short of the goal line.
I can't tell from this angle. The angle that I'm seeing, which I assume is the same feed, is not the sideline angle. I can't tell from.
It's the angle above when it's a little bit above. He's down. That knee goes down before he stretches the ball.
Wait, maybe we'll tell here. Wait a minute. The page is in the way.
Yeah, you're looking at the one from
behind. I don't think
they're the one from behind. If you look at the one overhead, the one overhead is the better one. It shows the knee was down and then he stretches the ball out. This is a hard one because it's the ball is on the opposite side of the knee you're looking for, so you can't tell here what's being stretched out. It's the other angle above that was a better view that really showed it. Yeah, the Bills broadcast like, don't show that one again. That was down. We'll just show all these. It's this one right here. So you watch his knee goes down there. It's down. He's stretching the ball out still. It hasn't broken the plane. They'll probably give it to him, but I'm thinking he's down.
I'm guessing they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's that one shot from the back of the end zone where you can see the knee goes down and he stretches the ball out after. Everything else, it's almost like it's bang, bang. That's the only one that, but again, it's preseason. The Giants still are going to be up. Will the refs go? Yeah, who cares? But it's preseason for those guys too, right? Like get this stuff right before the regular season starts. So somebody mentioned earlier, and I don't know if anybody else in chat saw it, was Kafka down on the field or was he up in the box calling the plays? Because I
don't know. That I don't know.
Call him short. Yeah, there we go. He's down.
So it's our ball, right? So just don't get a safety here. Just quarterback sneak it. Just get out of the goddamn.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you did a safety and had to kick off? Now all of a sudden the game can be tied again.
I would just run a quarterback sneak here. Just end the game. Literally,
just break out the Joe Judge playbook.
Yes, it's funny that you said that. I was actually thinking that in the back of my head. Joe Judge time. How crazy is it that Joe Judge was at Ole Miss on that staff too?
I know, right?
He was in the video. He was in the video of that video of Jackson Dart celebrating when he was drafted in that big open room. Joe Judge is in that video. I didn't know that until someone pointed it out. Like, he was at that party.
That's funny.
Wait, did he get out of the end zone?
Yeah, no, he definitely got out of the end zone.
All right, don't call a timeout, Bills. Or are they out? Timeouts. I know they took at least one or two.
I don't.
They did take a time. You sons of bitches.
You're still down by 9, by the way. But
for fuck's sake, they're going to get somebody hurt at this point.
These bunch plays, I've always wondered why you do that, right? So you're going to bunch in, and I get that, but why not just take the snap and the quarterback just kind of move slightly off because everybody's piling in right behind where the center is. Just kind of move off to the side a little bit and make it easier on yourself.
Why is he calling a timeout here?
Well, Dayball wasn't happy about it. You see that? Because you are risking getting guys hurt.
You're going to get somebody hurt here.
There we go. He's not doing it this time. Dayball's probably, you son of a bitch. What the? I don't think they were big fans of each other to begin with, but.
All right.
There we go.
All right. We were on for 3 hours, 26 minutes, and 38 seconds. So we did it. And it went well, right? We'll do it again.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Next weekend's game is more important. I kind of feel like we might want to.
It's much more important. Next week, again, it's not the end of the world, but that's the weird. We'll see Wilson. We saw Wilson a couple series. We might see Wilson at least a quarter, maybe a whole half, maybe if it was old days.
Maybe. And then it'll really be telling where Dart comes in.
Dart plays. Yeah.
Yeah. So, this was fun. This was good. I think positive feelings. I mean, again, it's preseason,
and we're not putting this on Spotify.
Yeah, I'm not loading.
Going to want to listen to this.
I'm not loading this one. But I will try to make sure all the other ones are.
And I'm not putting this on the front page. This was a pure live. No one's going to come back and watch this it'll be on YouTube. If you want to watch it on YouTube and laugh at us, that's fine. But we're not going to. Right? There's no point of like.
No. I mean, it's there. It's like,
it's
people
there.
watch. Yeah, it's fun. It's good. Huge thanks again for the super chat earlier. That was awesome. Really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget the store. The BBI store is up. The link was at the top. It's in the description. It's on the channel as well, but I'll add it to other places. But yeah, and then that's the new logo. So feel free.
They're going to try to goad us into this, John.
There might be a game here or there. I can promise you it won't be the first few of the season just because
you won't be there.
I'll be at the first two. But we'll do the preview of things because that weekend we might do a night before from the hotel in Dallas for week 2, maybe even Washington week 1. Who knows? But yeah. So that being said,
Giants win.
Woo! That's right. Break out the champagne. So subscribe, all that good stuff, and
34 points.
We scored.
We scored 34 points.
All right, so we'll catch you. Monday night, I believe we'll let you know, but I think it's going to be Monday night. We're going to do, and Cy will be our guest. So catch you guys again real soon.